Hey y'all, man, look, I ain't even trying to stay long like that. But listen, y'all, it's some fresh gossip and it can't wait for the night. Why Wendy up here telling on people? First of all, before we start talking about these people business, because you know we got to talk about them real fast, y'all please hit the like button. Help your sister out. Help your sister out. Okay, hit the like button as you come in, please, 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 and thank you. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Share the video if you get opportunity. If you want to join in the channel and become a member of the Royal family, the membership link is in the description box below. There is an event on Friday for Royal family members, which is movie night on Zoom. We're watching Harlem Nights, and the Royal Talent Fest is on Sunday. Okay, sign up is on the community tab. Just scroll down until you see the Royal Talent Fest poster. Now that we got all the church announcements and housekeeping out the way, let me holler at everybody who's in the room. Sunshine, Sunshine, how are you? Easy Breezy, how you doing, gorgeous? Velma's here. Steph Lauren, how you doing? Misha, hey girl. Who else is up in here? Let me see. We got Savvy Mama, Key B, Tina, Christian Key. All right, Jam, you up in here? Hey girl. All right, Marva. She say the gems. Girl, you over here with the royal family now. And we glad we got you. Now who else we got? Vegas girl said she popped in and said, hey, but she had to go. You got Olympia, CC Miller, good old Mo Walker, with her trouble starting to self-child. Mo cut up so bad during movie night. You had me hollering in there. Hey, Joyelle, CC, what's up? My girl DC, now I can breathe easy. You know, I don't relax unless DC in here guarding the door. Hey, S. Collins, Silver Diamond, my beautiful one, how are you? Megan, Kamiko, Al, all right, who else up in here? You know, y'all know how I do, so just bear with me. I like to try to speak to everybody when I first start off. Indigo Sage Terra, Trink and Sharon, how are you? Wani, how you feeling, sis? Juanita, hey. Sandra Richardson, how you doing? Nacho Twins mama, how are you? Imani Taylor, hey. All right, that's our girl BJ Des, Karen Frazier. How you holding up, sis? Good to see you. Larga Curves, hello, gorgeous. How are you? We don't get to see you often. I'm so happy you slid through. Wonder Woman Marshall, how you doing, girl? Who else we got up in here? Gloria, hey, Glo. How you doing? All right, Private Joy. Yes, 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 yes. All right, Veronica, you made it. Yes, DC is the enforcer, and Mo say she back. Girl, Mo, I don't know what to do with you. I just don't know because you have me hollering. You throw that stuff out there so quick. Shashi 7100, how you doing? Nisi, hey, hey, Esmene, good to see you. Good to see you, Angie and Mimi, our other resident sniper. Girl, I'm so happy to see you, y'all. These people is cutting the food, and apparently, Bubba is out in them line. She out in them by line. Bubba about to pull an OG, and I can see it coming. Now, y'all remember this last season of Basketball Wives, how they had to cut it short. Hey, Yvette, they had to cut it short because production kept playing, right? And remember, OG kept putting them out there that they was lying. Kept showing, she was recording the stuff and everything, and she was putting it out there. DC say Team Tick MF and top. I am done with you. Fatty Back Soup, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate the support. Bless you 1,000 times over. I really appreciate it. Support means everything. Yep, y'all remember that? Hey, Prudence. So I feel like Wendy about to pull something, and y'all, I got a sneaking suspicion that this reunion gonna be off the wing. You hear what I'm saying? They learning to love myself. Okay, listen. You say you told us Wendy was y'all favorite. She wasn't never my favorite. And I can't say that I'm Team TikTok right now. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be Team TikTok. Y'all, please hit that like button. I see 54 of y'all and 42 likes. Y'all, please look out for your sister. Okay? Look out for me, and I'm gonna look out for you. Hey, Ray Ray all day. So apparently she letting it out. She was doing this interview. I ain't gonna play this lady interview because I don't know her like that or whatever. But I'm gonna let y'all hear what Wendy said. I'm definitely gonna let you hear that. And she basically asked this girl if she really think that Robin didn't know because the girl interviewing her was saying, well, she's friends with Giselle. Do you really think Giselle didn't tell her nothing about what was going on? And she was like, girl, let me just tell you what you don't know. And then she let it rip. Did y'all see it yet? It's on Instagram. Did y'all see it yet? If you didn't see it, if you saw it, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't see it, put a 2 in the chat. Let me see who saw it, who didn't see it. Hey, Deep and Deep, how you doing, gorgeous? Hey, how vibe? You ain't seen it, Mo? 1 if you seen it, 2 if you didn't. 1 if you saw it, 2 if you didn't. We got a bunch of 2s. We got a couple of 1s, but we got a whole mess of 2s. DC crazy, but for 3. Leave it to DC. Feels good being me. How you doing? Okay. Well, y'all look. Listen. I'm finna just play it for you. I try not to be like this and be playing people's stuff, but y'all gotta hear what this girl said out of her own mouth for your own self. Because I just hey New York finest, I couldn't get over it. I was dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. So she acted like she didn't know of the rumor. She was just like, well, what do people say? Blah, blah. But you know her and Giselle are really close. Do you believe that she genuinely didn't know what the rumor was at that point, or do you think that she was playing stupid? Well, I'm going to give you something that y'all may not know. Okay, let's hear it. I found out about the rumor from Robin. Wait a minute. Robin texted me and said, girl, so-and-so blog said this, and she typed verbatim what the rumor was. And they keep on talking crap about us. What type of lawyer is Eddie so we can see if we can get this blog shut down? What? Who said that? Now, y'all heard that, right? That lady said Robin was the one who first texted her to tell her about the rumor. She was the one that texted and told her. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what this highlighted for me, and then I'm going to drop the link, and y'all can tell me what y'all got from it, and it is what it is. We're gonna let this thing play out. Now, what that said to me was, number one, they already knew that Wendy knew about the rumor. So it wasn't like you needed to talk with her in public and pull her to the side. You already knew that Wendy knew about the rumor because y'all told her about it, namely Rob Bass. You texted this girl but off the cameras, sister to sister, and said, no, it's okay, just simply. She basically says, well, hey now, girl, this what they had said about them, and these people be lying and talking stuff about us or whatever like that. Hey Nelson, hey Princess. And so whatever kind of law Eddie practicing, come on here and let's see, maybe he can help us get this blog shut down. Y'all know who they talking about. The very same blog in question who brought out Pastor Coochie Pop that debunked Giselle's whole storyline last season. Let the church say amen. Okay? So, hey, Bianca Edwards. Now, with that being said, that's why Wendy popped so quick, because she knew they was playing in her face beyond a shadow of a doubt. You already know, I know, because you told me. You just want to talk about it in front of the camera, and they was trying so hard to get that in front of the camera. Hey, spiritual babe. They was trying so hard to get that in front of the camera. And then for the fact that Giselle gonna sit up there on TV and say, well, that means she ain't never liked me because she went straight there. Hey, you ain't never like her. Hey, Quasia, you already knew about the situation. Y'all done already contacted this girl off the record through a text message about the situation. And then you bring that out trying to break that girl's marriage. Did you think she wasn't coming for your throat? You must have thought that the juvenile 400 degrees Wendy was going to show up when you tried her like that. Y'all was dead wrong and dirty. But y'all, the plot thickens. Why Rob Bates on tweet? I think it was a tweet. I was reading it. She wrote, she gonna write, I don't know. I always own up to anything I say. And yeah, feels good being me. She do lie like Gizzard. She do. She do. She need to bathe like Gizzard. But yeah, then she said, I own up to anything I say. I can't own up to nothing that I don't know about. I don't know. Basically saying she don't know what Wendy talking about. Now, y'all, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like if Bubba Sparks is talking like that and she got that much bass in her voice, I can almost guarantee you that sister still got them text messages. Now, what y'all want to bet? Them text messages gonna make a debut at that reunion. What you think? Love and Life said you can tell they wanted it in front of the camera. Gizzard Nick brought it up several times. Yeah, she kept bringing it up. Kept bringing it up. And Robin sitting up there looking stupid. Sitting up there looking like George Bush. And you know you texted that girl. And yeah, she wanted that moment, high vibes. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Hold on. Wonder Woman Marsha say Bubba, aka TikTok, aka Tribe Slapperhole, is getting ready to go in. Yeah, I believe y'all. Do y'all think she got a copy of them text messages? Because I think she do. I think she do. I think she do. Let me drop this link because I want to hear what y'all got to say about this here. Child, this was some gossip that just hit me, and I say I'm gonna hit y'all with it right now, ASAP. We ain't even waiting for tonight on the porch. We'll probably bring it back up on the porch again. But for the record, I was like, we finna get this gossip right now, hot and fresh, as it goes now. DC say Giselle is Nick and Nick with a snake, ain't she? Yeah, she is, and was trying her hardest to break that girl's marriage. Now I'm gonna tell you where she messed up because basically that gathering that Wendy gave her was basically letting her know, girl, you got me effed up. Now where she messed up is she don't know Igbo women don't play about their marriages at all. So this is about to get good. Larga, how you doing, girl?
Hello, beautiful Shanitra. I am fabulous. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, girl. Happy gossip day.
I know, right? So Wendy
Ooh,
said that Robin told her all about it.
yeah.
But Robin also said after it aired on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
she got mad that production and editing made it seem like she was a liar when they went around the room and Wendy said, "Did you know? Did you know? Did you know?" And when they got to Robin and Robin's answer was kind of like, it wasn't really like coherent. Well, Robin claims that that was editing, that she definitely said in real time at that moment that yes, she knew because she did.
Robin is a liar. Robin is the same person who sat there and said, "Oh, they edited that together. That was the phone conversation." Girl, we saw you upstairs in your rendition of Seinfeld's puffy shirt meets Orange is the New Black in that bedroom with Gizzard Neck discussing that girl before she walked in. Rob Base is a liar. And now she lying again because if that girl is talking like that longer curves. What you want to bet that she got them text messages?
Well,
What
I
you want
wouldn't
to bet?
doubt the text messages. I mean, that I think they should try to go after that blog if it's not true. Why I think Wendy's smoke is all headed in the wrong direction, actually. A hit dog hollers. You see how everybody feels like Giselle is like, somehow a hit dog, but she never hollers. Do you notice that?
Oh, she holler. Oh, yes, she did holler, girl.
And
Did you
Wendy,
did you did you see the preview for the next episode? Oh, she hollered. And but what was funny is that she hollered like a coward. She waited till that sister was out of the house and she
uh,
thought she was safe. And then she hollered. And apparently, according to Edward James Almost, called Wendy a weak bitch. And then when she got confronted,
oh,
she went to backpedaling and pussy popping like she always do.
well, she does
Oh,
that a
Gizzard
lot.
holler. Gizzard holler.
But she
Yes, she
doesn't
did.
holler in real time. Like everybody says stuff about Jamal, and she just sits there and looks slightly embarrassed and doesn't say nothing. She doesn't give anybody any smoke. But Wendy's like really going off at
Girl,
Giselle
let
for
me tell you
something that
something.
didn't even
That
happen.
is that is typical because that is an Igbo woman. And I want you to understand something. Ladies over here may not value marriage like that, but
Mhm.
Igbo women value marriage. We don't play about husband snatchers, and we sure don't play about home breakers. Giselle tried to break that woman's marriage, and it's typical,
Which woman?
Wendy. She was trying to break that woman's marriage. That's why she brought it on television. She
So
wanted it to be something to talk about, a scandal, and people to pick and poke at that woman's marriage. And I
did
applaud Wendy
Giselle
for letting
did
her know what time it was,
did Giselle tell the
especially since
blog?
they know that they know they already texted her behind the scenes. So what
Hmm.
was the point of visiting it, slinking that accordion, she calls a net, onto a camera, and then began to air out things that you know not to be true? And the fact
Well, they did
that
say
they
it was
want to claim,
fabricated. She did say it was fabricated. I don't.
but that's the
It
whole
wasn't
point.
really
If
like
you know it's
gossip. I think she was
fabricated,
trying to tie it
but if you know
into
it's fabricated, why would
Wendy's
you bring it out? She
because
was
she was
trying to
trying
use,
to. I feel
girl,
like
she
she was
was,
trying to say it in a way of like Wendy's acting different because of this rumor. So maybe it
but
has
she
some
didn't
weight.
even need to mention the rumor. What that was, Largo, was an excuse to bring the rumor on the camera. She was
Hmm.
thirsty to bring that rumor on the camera. And she was trying to use the way that the way she was dressed to
Hmm.
shame her about that. And I'm going to tie it to this. And basically,
Hmm.
she was going to try to make Wendy her storyline for
Hmm.
this season because she never has one other than that barn she lives in. And it backfired.
Yeah,
Her and
well,
her foes were gathered.
well, I kind
She
of
was
I
gathered.
like Giselle. I like Wendy. I like all the ladies this season. The only word I'm not
Girl,
here for is
I don't
Karen.
like Wendy or Giselle. But
I
if
don't like
but
Karen.
I see what I see. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm
Yeah.
just excited because Bravo ain't gave us nothing to watch in about 4 years.
I know, right? This is, and I'm surprised that their ratings remain so low when it's some of the best television in the last 3 years.
But
You know
you
what I
have, but you put people to sleep for 3 years. It's gonna take them a while to wake up. It's just like when we go wake up our kids for school in the morning. They don't
Uh-huh.
just pop up because we say time for school. You got to
Right.
shake them. You got to
Yeah.
snatch the covers from them. You got
Right,
to
right.
turn the light on. You got to threaten the whoop 'em. You got to drag them out.
Drag 'em. Get the water.
You got to holler like a drill sergeant. So now
Right.
it's gonna take time to wake people back up and get them back on your shows because you
Hmm.
put us to sleep for 3 mother flipping years. And that's
Wow.
just what it was. And see, at the end of the day, Giselle is a habitual line stepper. And that hooker done step across the line. And I don't like Bubba Sparks for
Who's
nothing.
Bubba Sparks? Is that Robin?
Wendy, Wendy,
Oh,
Miss New Booty.
yeah, she does have a new booty. And why did she just not say that this is a new ass when she introduced happiness? That was the
because
only weird
because
part.
she was being full of poo. That is why I don't like Bubba Sparks. But right now, Bubba is giving me life.
Yeah, she does. She did come prepared with the reads. It's almost like she went to that university she teaches at and took a reading class
Well, I don't
because
know who
she came
teaches
Girl,
the
with the
she's
class.
reads
not
this
a.
year.
She's still in elementary school, honey.
No, baby,
Is that
elementary.
House of the
I helped her
Princess?
came through. She
Yes,
came through with facts. She rattled it off. Sister girl didn't need no break. She tried to walk away, not to slap her. Listen, I can call play by play like the guys that's calling play by play on the football field. I know a
Mhm.
read when I see a read. And at the end of the day, whoever taught that class, Larga, I want to
Mhm.
go and audit that professor's class because she came with pure facts. It was on point. And she didn't have to explain none of her punchlines.
Yeah,
She
she
went
did
straight
well. She
in.
yeah,
did
that
well.
wasn't a TikTok read.
Yeah, that was not a
Yeah,
TikTok moment. She came from the gut.
she
And
really
that's what
did.
I always say. A real read comes from the heart. Yes, love and life. Y'all know I always say that because y'all know I despise a person who is searching for a read. I hate to see the person searching for a read. And they
Hmm.
just him and haw and and ah.
Hmm.
Looking for the punchline. It doesn't land. This girl looked for no punchlines. Hey,
Yeah, it
Marcella.
was like all on the tip of her tongue. So she's been
Yeah,
waiting to say that stuff.
it came from the heart. Yeah, New York's finest, clear and
But she had
concise.
been holding that in. She
Is
had been
that Miss
holding.
House of the Princess?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
House of the
is.
Princess.
Hi, Princess AV.
Hi, darling.
Mm-hmm.
OMG. I'm on a
I'm
real.
See,
playing hooky today.
You
now,
are? I know, I
look
caught
here,
a
y'all.
glimpse.
DC say Robin and Giselle have the intelligence of a field piece. But DC,
Oh,
you know
no.
what? DC ain't playing. Yeah, she was proper vex. Yes, she was. Listen, just Gizzard they vex her well. Okay? She they vex her well. And at the end of the day, Bubba showed her pepper. Bubba showed her pepper. And I am liking this version of Bubba a little bit. Still don't like her. Still don't see it
Right.
for her. But I like this version of her because
It
she's
was
it's like,
real.
yeah,
Do
it's
you
real
feel
because
like
we're
do you
seeing real emotion. And what's taking place here is you did something that was a line, you crossed the line. And I think that Gizzard being so ignorant, she's ignorant to other people's culture. She's ignorant to what you can do and can't do. You wouldn't go to a Hindu person's house and offer them a hamburger. You wouldn't go into a Muslim's house and offer them a BLT. And you absolutely do not mess with an Igbo woman in her goddamn marriage. And now she knows. Now she knows. And this is the other reason, y'all, why I call bull crap on that rumor. See,
Mhm.
in this response, let me know something. That one there, she be correct, Igbo whiny. There's no way in hell that she'd have been that calm. We wouldn't have been hearing whispers and rumors. She wasn't gonna handle that lady like if she had heard that there was a clear heifer that was puffing on Pete down there at that office. Oh, we would have got headlines because Wendy would have went down to that office and acted a pure monkey. And the fact that everything has been just whispers and she letting you know this girl don't even care about a camera, so you know she don't care about you calling them people. See, this is what I heard about her. These were the rumors that I heard about her. So this actually matches with the intel that I've gotten from people who know this stuff.
Yeah.
So this lets me further know the rumors bullcrap. We ain't seen her cut the food, act up, get arrested. She didn't make no scene, and the tabloids got pictures. Somebody took a picture with their phone and sent it in. No, ma'am. And the fact that Robin thought she was gonna lie and let it slide. I'm gonna play it again, M.R. Spiller. The fact that she thought she was gonna lie
Please
and
do.
they was gonna let it slide. At the end of the day, Wendy said, "Oh no, ma'am, no, ma'am, ma'am. That's what you not gonna do. Yeah, please, y'all get the lights up. We in here gossiping in the middle of the day, and y'all know I'm supposed to be off today until the night. I came on early so we could gossip. So y'all, please hit the like button for me. Y'all know I'm out here begging for likes. Don't have me using my bad voice to begging for likes when we supposed to be gossiping. Please, y'all, look out for me. Yeah, she went off. Yeah, she's in a repressed defensive. She's a repressed defensive tight end.
So
And
do you think that nobody should have brought up the rumor? So
no, you
that the blog brought it out. Everybody's talking about it. So do you think that logically the whole season would have gotten through without somebody bringing this up? And why not bring
Yeah,
in
actually, it
Giselle
would
and
have.
Ashley?
It
It
definitely
would
would have.
have.
Gizzard hadn't done it. See, Gizzard
Let
did
me
it
say.
because she's
Well, why
nasty.
not?
She loves
Let
to
me
try to
say
put other
something.
people on Front Street, but she don't want none of her business out there because A, she barely has any business, and two, the business she got is raggedy as hell. Okay, what
Let
I
me
want her to do is go sit on a block of ice and cool down that hot pocket. That's what I'm gonna
let
need
me
her
say
to do.
something.
And hold on, because I ain't quite done. And
Let me.
furthermore, you can't sit up and quote a defamed blog, the same blog that you claim lie on you when you want to quote a defamed blog on national television about that woman's marriage. Now you tell me how that makes sense. You can't claim that they full of crap and they lying and making up stories and then turn around and use that same source to bring it on national TV. What that was messy and
Mm.
nasty. What that came down to is I knew it was a lie, but I still want to use you for a storyline. And I don't mind playing with your marriage because after all, I don't value marriage. I married a man that gave me a nervous breakdown because it was a woman pregnant while I was walking down the aisle. That's what that was. She's a nasty hooker. And at the end of the day, what I see in Gizzard is she's somebody that need her behind to her. Her mammy didn't beat her. And what's funny is Bubba almost gave her the beating her mammy did. Because I saw how she slid to the edge of that chair. Now you can go ahead, princess.
She did. She
I
did.
was gonna say just to explain. Now I was an intern at the Boomerang Network during that time,
No, we
and
don't mention nothing about that. We're not talking about that over here.
I'm talking about the lie that was told because
Well, we
I
know
had
it's a lie.
2 cents in that. It was said that lie was out there in February,
I
January,
remember how
February.
long ago the lie was out. The whole
I'm
point is
explaining it to
the
larger, so
larger.
I can tell her. She's saying that how would we get around it? Well, that was in the winter time. They
Thank
had
you.
not even started taping
Uh huh.
Potomac before when that was happening. That had went far over, and I want to say Potomac started taping in what April or May before
Uh
that.
Mm-hmm.
So that did not have to be said
huh.
at
So didn't.
all. It had already, nothing had been proven, nothing came out of it, not nothing.
Nothing.
So when they started taping, she didn't need to use that for a storyline. It was a whole bunch of other shit that had happened
Right.
in Potomac and in with them after that. Like she could have focused on promoting her podcast. Okay, that ain't nobody
Mhm.
listening to. She could have
Thank
been,
you.
she could have been promoting them
Hold
fake
on,
ass
real quick.
IG.
Real quick, sis. Angela Valentine. Let me put my banners up. I need you because I know you said you wanted to help with the help committee. I want you to reach out to me either on my email or my Instagram DM. It's scrolling on the screen. Go ahead, Princess. Sorry. Angela Valentine. That's you.
She could have sat up there and promoted, talked about how her Jamal be sitting there faking on IG like they like each other. Okay. She
Mhm.
could have exploited her children even more. Okay. It was so much that she could have done. She could have been talking about Bravo chat room. Okay. Anything. She did not have to use that. And I'm sure that all of them had talked about it. That is also why around June, you heard Dr. Osefo made a tweet saying that somebody was a liar, okay? And that they had been spreading lies about her. And they were all in agreement with this. Now, I do know that taping had already started by then, but just hell could have went any different direction than that. All of them knew, because if you paid attention to Twitter, you knew that they knew.
Hmm.
You knew that they knew. And I think that was a malicious ploy from Giselle towards Wendy to get her a new moment. And yes, Robin is a motherfucking liar. Excuse me, it's daytime, but she's a
Yes.
liar. A liar.
But this is the
Okay.
thing. Gizzard does this thing, and the odds are not in her favor. I know that the Hunger Games say, may the odds ever be in your favor. Hey, Delicia, and everybody else that came in, I put your hellos up because that was my way of speaking back. I didn't miss you, okay? Love you guys. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Linda McIntosh. This is the thing. This is her formula. She finds somebody. If there's a rumor, she runs with it. If it's not, she'll make up something, and she attacks that person and tries to bring their situation up as her storyline. This is every friggin' fraganackle season, and she gets away with it. People tiptoe around her because they're afraid, because Andy like her, they're gonna lose their job or whatever. And I like the fact that Bubba was like, "Listen, now you just crossed the line. You
Mhm.
crossed the line so good. Hey Dana, how you doing? Good to see you." And she crossed the line, and she didn't understand what she was doing.
Right.
She crossed into some dangerous waters. She crossed into dangerous waters. Hey Dorit, when
That's
you
because
when she went to playing with, no, the because is she does not know Igbo women. Had she known, and I'm gonna tell you something else, I blame Wendy for that. Because when she came on last season, that was her opportunity to introduce America and American Black people to Igbo culture. And I would like to see a Yoruba lady come in and introduce Yoruba culture. I would like to see a lady who is, Edo, to come in and introduce Edo culture and so forth and so on. Because we gotta bridge them gaps, y'all. Y'all know I'm always saying it, and this is why. That Wendy come in and gave these people a good old real quick class, real quick clinic on how to deal with Igbo people and what they value and what's important. Like everybody knows, you don't offer a pork chop to a Muslim. Those of us who know, no. You don't bother with no Igbo woman's husband. You come out better to crawl up an eagle's behind and pray he don't take a crap.
I'm gonna
But
go back and
Wendy,
watch the
but Wendy
Housewives of
failed.
Johannesburg.
But yeah, but that's not the same as Igbo culture. That's South Africa. So then you're dealing with Zulu people and other tribes that are down there. But the truth of the matter is, Wendy dropped the ball. Wendy fumbled the ball. She had an opportunity to come in and do a beautiful thing and introduce two worlds, and that way people can appreciate each other more. And she didn't do that. Instead, she came in riding a job. She said, "We need a Real Housewives of Nigeria." Girl, you mean like Legos? I would watch the Real Housewives of Lagos because baby, it's
I
gonna be.
actually heard they trying to do another
But,
Africa.
yeah, but they need to do Lagos, not just somewhere in Africa. We saying that we need it up out of Lagos, cause baby, them girls will get it cracking and popping around there. I bet you
Mm.
won't nobody be making no slick comments about nobody's husband. I bet you that. Because everybody knows that your wig can be snatched. I don't care if it's the senator's or the governor's wife. Those girls, real girls, get down on the floor.
Look, Giselle was so used to trying it every year and getting away with the stuff. See, that's why Monique quit. See, the first year she messed with what's her name, Sharice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year she messed with Monique. And Monique chose, she already had snatched Candace, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
she chose to leave the show and just embarrass Giselle real quick. And she still ain't lived that down. Now she's still blaming it on Karen because she can't get to Monique. And she knows she don't have the smoke for Monique. So now I know I'm not, and then before she messed with Karen and Ray's marriage. So now she got to jump to somebody else. But see, now she done messed with the
Yeah,
wrong
she done,
woman.
baby, she done crossed the wrong goddamn line. Listen, I always tell people you should ask questions. Don't just go around attacking people. Ask questions. Hey, Jean Marie, find out who it is you attacking before you start attacking. Ask questions. Find out if this girlfriend will slap a whole tribe before you start doing silly stuff. Find out what might get you slapped. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Okay, hold on. We got a sister here. Queen says, I'm a Nigerian girl, and Igbo for that matter. Shanitra, you are all the way right. We don't play about her husbands. Thank you, sister. Okay, I'm happy to see one of my sisters up in here. Okay, at the end of the day, she should have asked questions. Hey, happy to be happy. She should have been very careful to find out. Let me find out a little bit more about this girl before I start playing with her. Because had she asked questions, I can bet you $20 she wouldn't have did that.
Mm.
I could have told her. I would. She's not even somebody that I would want to talk to because I feel like my phone would get dirty. But if she had asked me, I'd have told her, "Girl, don't go there. Wrong road. Wrong road. Wrong road." When I told you, Princess, when I seen Wendy scoot up to the edge of the edge of that settee, and I saw her put that W in that threat, and she said, "Girl, I beat your ass." Anytime I beat your ass, got a W in the middle as a liaison, I will beat your ass.
You
Ain't
tickle
supposed to
me
be no
every
W
time you
there.
say
If you
that.
hear, girl, you listen, Princess, you get tickled because it's the truth. When you hear that W in there,
I'm gonna
it's
beat
about
your
to turn
ass.
up. Yeah, when I beat your, your, there's your.
I'm gonna beat your
Hold
ass. I
on, listen,
promise
let
you.
me help you out. Hold on, because I got to teach a class real quick on conjugating of ass whooponomics and conjugating words in Negro vernacular. You have your, which is the correct. You got yo, which is the correct for Negro vernacular when we still being cool and when you still safe. Okay? And then you
Uh-huh.
got yo, where there's a W on the end of it. Anytime the word your becomes yo and ass follows it, if you can't fight, I would advise you to remove yourself from the premises. That's all I'm
You know
saying.
I'm gonna beat your ass, right?
You see that W? You see that
Yeah, yeah.
that was a good demonstration. When you hear that W, I
I'm gonna
need you
beat
to
your
move back.
ass.
And here's the thing. Yes, see, Vanessa spelled it for me. That's why I love my babies. You see how she spelled it. When you
I'm
hear
gonna
it
Your
whoop
ass.
your
pronounced,
I'm gonna whoop your ass in a minute
yeah,
if you
but
keep
no,
playing with
listen.
me.
When you hear those two words, yo and ass, put together with the W as a liaison, please understand that something serious just happened. Something real just went down. Mimi said you got to make it a verb. And see, what happened was, if y'all pay close attention, Blizzard noticed and heard the W in that threat. She heard that W and she leaned back on that chair and sunk her head back into the many folds of her neck. Yes, she did. And she didn't talk no more until that girl left out the room. See, she was like Debo. She said she had mind control on Buck. I'll be quiet, but when she leave, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
beat
talking
your
again.
ass in front of these cameras. In
It's
front of
the
these cameras,
truth.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, but see that W was there. The W was real. When that W goes down, see, at that point, Wendy didn't care. Wendy was like, Miss Shirley, on site. Hands will be laid and debts will be paid. See, this was not about to be another wig pulling. Understand me? See,
Uh-huh.
Monique, they tried to call Monique ghetto, but Monique ain't ghetto. That's a lady. She's very ladylike. And I'm not saying that Bubba ain't ladylike, but Bubba's a different kind of lady. See, Monique was one of them, I pull a little hair, I shift you around a little bit, but I'm going to try to be cute if you let me. Bubba went from 0 to 100 real quick, real quick. And baby, that was
Real
not
quick,
going to be
real
no
quick.
weight shifting. That was about to be some slap a hoe action. Mimi
When the
say
text
Giselle folded within. She says she folded within herself with that read. Yes, she did.
when the
Mm-hmm.
text come out, I would be really interested to see if they did think that going after the blog was a good idea or not.
Well, see, it's a lot of them been trying to go after that blog. See, that's what y'all don't know. Amani say, "Oh, Giz's head retracted into her neck folds like a turtle." Yes, she did. Yes, she did. JC said I took phonetic in undergrad, so this is cracking me all the way up. See, I be trying to help y'all. Because y'all know I study black folks anthropologically. I like to study, the origins and the roots and why we do what we do. I think honestly, I feel like, we are some fascinating folks from everywhere on the globe. We're fascinated. And Giz
Look,
apparently does not appreciate the nuances as much as the rest of us because she should have done her due diligence. But I'm gonna give her credit. I'm gonna give her credit because when she heard that W, she knew to be quiet. She knew it. Did you see how quick Larga she went explaining herself?
She did. And that's when she started with the whole I don't say anything if it's about me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she did put that pillow in front of her too. That was a defensive move.
Mm-hmm. Spiritual babe, I gotta watch that because that's probably entertaining. Did y'all see Wendy on Nightly Pop on E? No, I didn't. I didn't
wait,
see it.
Was it last night?
wait. You moved past that. Maybe
I
we
didn't
should
move
try to
past it.
watch
I read it.
not cute Keaton. We should watch it together. That might be interesting.
Nah, I'm gonna watch that by myself. Y'all ain't finna interrupt me.
You
Now I
stingy.
come back with y'all after the fact and we can chat about it. But when I ain't seen something the first time, I'm finna get in there because I got to watch it. I don't want to hear nobody talking, chatting, and nothing. I got to dig in, and then we can come back and then we'll
Where
talk
can
about
we
what we
watch
saw.
that at? Put that in the chat. I
She
don't know
just
where we
said it
can
was
watch
on
it.
YouTube, sis.
I
Hmm,
didn't see that. You went
that
past
was
so
shit.
fast.
I read it.
It was too fast. I'm multitasking. I'm telling you, I'm playing hooky here.
You know what? That makes sense because you do be trying to do 10,000 things at one time. Wonder Woman Marsha say Bubba went left so fast production and the camera staff started getting into position. Yeah, they did. Because they could see the takeoff tee. That lets me know
They
production has been
believed that
around.
she was finna whoop her ass. I think so. That
They
big
heard
burly man in the back was like,
they
oh
heard
shit.
they heard the goddamn W. Okay, Linda say Wendy gave her a dose of going with the wind. Hashtag your ass.
Your ass. Look, they thought it was finna turn into love and hip hop.
Oh my God. Auntie Eva said that movie last night made me think about Wendy. She told Giselle tread lightly. She might end up walking around like the man at the end of the movie. Yeah. Now you know what? I hope Wendy don't go to using charms now. I don't want to believe she'll do that. But you never know. You never know. Damn say it's the anthropologically for me. Listen, when I tell y'all, hey Marcella, we love you, boo. When I tell y'all I love black folks, I'm not joking. I love the hell out of y'all. I love I love to watch our people from different areas, even in the US, different regions. Y'all know sometimes city to city, we got different little cultural things that we do. We're not monolithic. We're very, very interesting, very diverse. And you can really enjoy yourself. And you'll feel like you've been around the world in 80 days just talking to black folks. But there's certain things that are like a common thread between cultures. And that W is a common thread.
Right.
If you speak English, and I do mean English, not English, you please, y'all don't misunderstand me. I talk like this because I want to. I do know how to speak. I do know how to speak correct English. I'm just not interested. But
Right.
for those of us who speak English, that W, I want y'all to start paying attention to the people around you. That W is a common thread. When you hear it, understand that something is about to happen that may not be pleasant. You say the link. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Keep name. I know I don't be right. Oh no, he sent me the link to the show. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, thank you. Cause I'm gonna watch
JC
that show.
crazy.
Hey Rochelle, what you say, girl?
I said JC crazy.
She say after Wendy went off, I even out myself. I even out myself on timeout. I went and stood in the corner for 5 minutes. Child, Marcella, she said thanks everybody for the prayers. You are amazing. Yeah, we listen. We pray. We read. We roast. We pray. You know what I'm saying? So we got your back. I tried to call you back yesterday, but I figured you was busy. But you know, if you get opportunity to holler at me today, you know, we here for you. She said you like the Nollywood movies and documentaries. Yes, me too. I love them, girl. We had African movie night last night. We was up in there watching Nick of the Pretty Serpent, and we enjoyed that movie, honey. She was around there whooping people and snapping necks and stuff and kicking them all in the chest. It was good. She was whooping everybody. It was really interesting. She said, I can't wait to see the many faces of Anaconda next week. Girl, I don't know what Anaconda gonna do, but Anaconda's starting to get a little interesting. I still don't like her yet, but we getting there. We getting there. Yep, about the touching of the booties. Giselle don't want no parts of a Nigerian a whooping. Period. Yeah, I don't think she want it. I don't think she does. Mm-mm. Y'all, this was too much. Oh, and why are we here talking about these people? Because I don't want to bring them to. I mean, we probably still gonna end up talking about them on the porch. But let me say this: the preview for next week, the little trailer they put out. What did y'all think?
I'm like, oh my God, is Juan gonna come back?
I'm here for it. I think that one situation is played up. He's still around, but I'm here for him serving Robin her just desserts and letting her get herself together.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Chris
what did
and Michael Darby.
yeah, that
Is
part.
they gonna
That's what I want to know
cut
about.
up at the wedding? Is they gonna cut up at the wedding? I'm here for it.
I think Michael Darby is a troll, and he's the one that put his hands on Chris first last year when he touched him on the shoulder. And for Chris to then turn around and put his hands on him, Michael's a Mitch for trying to act like he didn't start that whole thing.
Well, that was a continuance of some other stuff, but I
Yeah,
think
that was some other stuff. Yeah,
that was
because
over the top.
in all honesty, um, I don't really like Michael, but Michael is good with shade, and I'm still trying to hire him as a royal family sniper. I would take him any day. Now I'm gonna say this: when Michael walked up to that man, he was saying, "Hey, y'all know good and well when people speak to you and say hello, they may touch your shoulder. That is not assault. What Chris tried to do to that elderly senior citizen, that was assault.
No, not in my
That man is
opinion.
a whole senior citizen. You didn't need to
Oh,
beat
he
him
was
up.
gonna beat his ass.
Yeah, he was finna beat up that old man, that old half dead man. This fella that still ain't took off his costume from the Walking Dead marathon, and you up there finna whoop on this man, and you wasn't gonna beat him because he said something that night. He wanted to beat up Michael because
From
Ashley wrote that
before.
letter and derailed that lawsuit. It's the same reason Candace still got her clothes in garbage bags and ain't got no furniture. They is mad because Ashley wrote that letter. Now, and I'm gonna say this, even though I do not agree with beating on the elderly, because I'm almost elderly and I don't want nobody to beat on me. But I would have respected it better if he had just said, "Don't talk to me. I don't like you. Your wife wrote that letter. Y'all know what y'all did. Or you wrote that letter and messed up our lawsuit. Don't pretend like you mad because he said something about your wife over there cutting the food. She was cutting the food. She was. She was acting like a whole goddamn fool, as Secret Squirrel is known to do. Hey, Natural Born Queen. Hey, Sophia. I didn't see you come in either. Ooh, hold on. Cotty said something. Mia telling the pimp to come get Candace was hilarious. It was. I can't wait to see that Sally though. Mm-hmm.
You know, they did a lot with G. Did y'all catch that slide in where she asked Mr. Daddy G, do you have your Cialis
Oh
today?
yeah,
She
I heard
she
that.
now what she told him was make sure he pack it. So in other
Yeah.
words, she telling him I want to play and I don't want no goddamn delay. And I ain't mad at her. You know what I'm saying? Because you know
But
I
his
don't told I
reaction was, yes,
hey
baby, I
he,
sure
he
do.
said I sure got it. And you know what? I love that because Princess, you know, I'm the first one to tell y'all, me and Papa, we got us some mentholated love. You know, it be smelling like DP up in here. And it don't be just because our knees hurting. You know, you got to grease up, get yourself ready sometimes. But
Gotta
either way it go,
stretch.
ain't nothing wrong with some mature love. And that's what that was. When she say, make sure you got it. Listen here, he was grinning from ear to ear because he say, oh, she finna do something to me. So Daddy G was like, let me hurry up and put 2 bottles in here. Let me make sure I don't run out of them. Because she finna do something to me. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. I like Daddy G. He told him he go to the butt naked place.
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Boy.
I want to see all of that. He was telling them, y'all need to loosen up. That's why you ain't getting no coochie. And he telling the women, you single because you a down low whore. Okay, it's nothing like a down low whore versus if you whorish and you're open with it. Because I continually preach that we all have at least one hoe as a friend, or maybe your mama was a hoe back
Or
in the
your
day,
sister or your first cousin.
your
Ain't
grandma
nothing wrong
was
with
a
that.
hoe. You better watch the verbiage of what they talking about. They was just ladies when they
Sometimes
came
they try to tell
outside.
you something. But look here, Vanessa, I love you. She said that being gay loving is the best. Sometimes listen, some of y'all is grown like me. You got regular grown and you got some of us that's real grown. You know, sometimes we got to grease our knees and hips and stuff before we start, doing things. Got to make sure you don't pop in and out of place. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, grease up. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
grease up sometime. Ain't nothing wrong with
So
that.
I'm
And
I'm
listen,
I'm not
when it
I'm not
come to
mad.
hoes, yeah, you ain't there yet, but don't worry, keep living. Just keep saying good morning, and you might find yourself with some mentholated love too. Now here's the killer. The killer is, you know, all of them want to be so judgmental. Why Gizzard think if she stand real stiff and hold her neck real stiff, that means that she's now clean? Gizzard, you did not go dip your nether parts in the pool of Bethesda. There has been no miracle at the water with the angel trouble in the water while you was washing your behind. Okay, you still got that flamethrower. So
You
you
still a
sitting up
broke
trying to
hoe
be
from Hampton
right.
University.
And the fact that you still sitting up there trying to be judgmental is what worries my nerves more than anything. Stop trying to judge folks. What is wrong with you? What is your problem? That's real sick. I don't get it. All of them. And then you got to look at, okay, let's look at what a hoe is. Okay, you got multiple types of hoes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if you fall into one of these categories, don't be judging another woman. Just check your hoe facts.
Broke
You
hoe.
got okay. No, no, no. I'm about to
Okay, go ahead,
I'm
teach
about
your
to
class. I'm
dissect it.
gonna mute myself. Go ahead, teach your class.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
about to
mute
dissect
myself too.
this
I want
thing.
to pay very good attention, Shanice.
Okay, because this is important. Okay. Now, if you're not married and that man, hold on. Let me change up because I want to make sure the mic is good. Hold on, children. Hold on.
In the meantime, sit down here and like this video because we have 152 people in the building, but we only got 111 likes. That means some of y'all done came up in this house on this here porch and you ain't liked, and that is not customary. That is not having good manners to show thankfulness for being invited over to this lady's house. Okay, so come on, sit up here. Let me see get these likes. I only see one. Stop being lazy. We on a pause. So all you need to do is press that little X, press the like button, and press the live chat back again if you're on your mobile device. Okay.
Straight up.
Also,
Hold on. Now let's get down to breaking down this whole business. Okay, that neck, not a neck transplant. Y'all down here sniping and shooting. So now, if you're not married and that man has access to your stuff and he ain't gave you a ring and you ain't jumped no broom, but you still enjoying the sneaky, sneaky, freaky, freaky, you done did a little bit of harm. Now I ain't saying you a nasty hoe, but you done did a little bit. Okay, ain't nobody judging you for that. Okay, if you out here going from man to man, phallus testing, you know, I'm sexually free. You going from man to man, use the whole too. That girl that's like to play with that confectioner sugar and she make the man buy her a fish sandwich or give her $2 or $3, that's a hoe. She just, she is a reasonably priced hoe. You got hoes like Mia. They got game and they know how to get a whole lot of money for what they giving out. Even if their face is melting off their body. She got the skills. So see, she's a high priced hoe. And she done came up. And y'all know we got all kind of hoes in between. But the whole point is stop trying to judge other women based on your respectability politics. Okay? This is the point. I ain't gonna say y'all, but half the people watching on them shows and sometime on YouTube got the nerve to say you a Christian or you love the Lord. And ain't nothing wrong with that because I love him too. He's a real G. But the bottom line is
And he loved me too.
facts. And you know what else? Jesus had love for the hoes. Mary Magdalene was a hoe. And she was cool. She was down with the crew. So stop trying to judge people based on what you perceive to be respectability before I tell y'all to pull out the mirrors. Now everybody got a pass, everybody done something. We can laugh and joke about the hoes, but when it turned into being judgmental and trying to persecute somebody, then I got to point to you. What did you do? Did every man that you took home as a candidate for baptism buy you a ring? Or did you just take him to the water on the strength? Now let me know. We got to stop that. We got to stop it. Stop trying to shame people. And Gizzard ought to be ashamed of herself. You done sat up there and gave out more coochie than Van Camp got poking beans. And you up here trying to judge people based on outfits. So what if you covered it up? You took it off enough times. I'm done now. But it just don't make no sense. And it gets on my nerves. Michelle Doty, thank you, girl. She said multi-ho is killing me. I never heard that phrase, but I'll be using it. Well, help yourself, darling. Help yourself.
Doing my neck. Yeah. We do more judging than Jesus do. And for
He
me,
was
that
cool with
just
the hoes. He ain't bother no hoes. They was cool with him. It was
Giselle is what you call an insecure hoe. Because
yep.
you such a bigger hoe and your hoeism is fading out. You don't want to leave room for the next hoes. Now hoeing is you supposed to retire that cat at some point in time and have a system that you gonna get up out the game, okay? And the problem was her end game plan ain't work. Cause her
Mm-hmm.
coochie not working, okay? Her coochie is broke. And Mr. G is trying to tell her how to get the wet, regardless if he knows she got a firebox or not. He's trying to give her the keys to the city because apparently he must know because Mia has unlocked. She done went from the dirt to the dirty money, okay?
From grass, as they say, honey, from grass to grace. But I'm gonna tell
Yes.
you what's bothering Gizzard. Gizzard has Gizzard has that regret. You know, when you look at somebody else's situation and you like, oh, I wish I had I should have done things different. Delicia, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. We love you so much, and I appreciate you supporting this stream. This is the thing, right? She has that regret where she looking back like I should have made a better play. See the difference between Gizzard and Mia. The difference between these two ladies is that Mia decided to make this a business, and Gizzard decided to be a charitable organization. Now, if she had went and got her paperwork done for her to be a nonprofit, she could have came up. That's where she missed it. Larga, I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm telling the truth.
No, I love your points of view, Shanitra, and I'm here for all of it. I'm
not
just,
doing you today.
I'm totally, I don't have a horse in the game. I'm totally team me, but I love how we all are like, drawing from our own personal experiences to come up with like, how we are perceiving these actions by these people we watch. You know what I mean? Like, so we don't have to agree, but I love hearing why we don't.
Mm-hmm. Nicolette, I'm sorry, girl. They heard me talking. But it's the truth though. Like you can't be no charitable organization and get mad with somebody else for being a 1099.
Right.
Mia
Well,
said,
that's
I'm going
because she went to the church and thought the offerings was gonna pay for her coochie. And then
Yeah.
what had happened was this Pastor Coochie Pop was over there trying to pass the collection plate too. And I guess they helped pay for her education. She just didn't have the game right. She messed up the end game. That's all.
She had the game. She had the game messed up, and now she's, according to Linda, living in a barn. That's why she in that barn. See, she didn't do right. She was out there hoeing. Everybody know about her. She was out there popping it on every corner, drug dealers and all. She was
Oh my
she
goodness.
was. Oh yes, honey, your fave. Oh baby, she's got a friendly coochie. Is the
You
word
Oh.
on
ain't
the
see that
street.
episode? She basically confessed to it too.
Mhm.
Said that she was out there as a runner and a track star with
Mm,
all
She's a
different.
runner. She's a track star.
that
Yes, she
part.
is.
That
And
part.
her daughters told her, "Well, Mama, if you was gonna be out there hoeing, you mean to tell me that my daddy could have been a basketball player at least? Like you
Oh,
didn't even pick the right one."
Exactly. And that's my exact point. She was not strategic. She was giving out charitable donations. Donations in the word of Umar Johnson. Donations. Stop giving out donations. And see, that's how you end up with a flamethrower. Queena,
yeah,
thank you so much for the
yeah.
super sticker. I appreciate you. I love you. And thank you for supporting the stream. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Lord, Jaded Clowning. Karen Frazier, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the stream. Y'all gonna make me cry. I appreciate that. Yeah, the chain gang coochie. Yes. Vanessa says this is for the collection plate because sis is preaching. Thank you. I appreciate y'all supporting the stream. That means a whole lot. That means everything. I appreciate it. Nicolette say, luckily no students here, so we just cackle. Yes. But that's the whole thing. When you sitting out there and y'all know what I call it. When you got your coochie giving the right hand of fellowship to everybody, I'm gonna need you not to judge nobody.
Yeah.
Now that's my point, Larga. It's not that I
Hmm.
hate this lady. I don't like her character. You do
Right.
nasty stuff. When we know about your activities, when we
Hmm.
know about your dirt, it's not a secret that you was out there, spreading it like the rainbow.
My husband is laughing at it. He said, "Did she just say your thought activities?"
Yeah,
Yes, activities.
activities,
No, I use
activities,
stock.
activities.
Yes, activities. Tell him that's exactly what your sister,
That's
what
what
his
she said,
sister-in-law
Daddy.
said. Yes, activities. And tell him also my issue is that I need Gizzard to check her whole facts. Just like they got Carfax for cars, we need an
He said she needs
organization.
to check her whole facts instead of Carfax, Daddy.
Yes.
He
I
cracking
want
up.
somebody to put a machine where we can hook the holes up to the machine and get a printout. Let's get a printout because I
That
think a
would get a
lot of.
lot of people in trouble.
But you know what it'll do, Larga? It'll humble a lot of people too. If a
Yeah.
man can hook your cat up to that machine and get your whole facts,
Yeah.
oh, people will get real humble.
Yeah.
When
Well, I
that
think that
machine go to
equally.
print out names and it don't never stop printing, it just
Yeah. My only thing is, okay, so how is Giselle constantly held prisoner for Jamal's penis? However, Ashley is never held captive because of Michael's butt grabbing proclivities.
Because she is openly whorish. That
right.
was the thing from the beginning. We didn't know just how level of whorish that she was in the
Yeah,
beginning,
but you
but she
see,
always had that whole aura on
on the
her in the
outside,
beginning.
yeah,
Hmm.
she
Okay,
was.
she tell you I don't never wear no panties. She tell you I like girls. She told you that she was into it. It just that she never let us know because he's really not on the show. Yeah, my husband like boys too. We freaky like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Ashley let you in on the nasty. The problem that people have with Gizzard, Larga, is that Gizzard came on there talking about I'm the most anointed one talking. Girl, just because them men gave you that throat lotion, that was not anointing oil.
I thought she was saying anointed as in because she was literally a first lady of a mega church.
Yeah, she was, but
But that's
that was the
exactly what
joke.
she was getting at. But you are not anointed. First off, this is my thing. Don't play with my God. You do not have no anointing on your life. The anointing would not have you in a barn. Because when you have the anointing, you have victorious living. Her life does not look like a victory to me. We have yet to see Gizzard do a victory lap. Anyway, if that's what you call victorious living, I need to backslide yesterday. Yesterday, I need to put on skates and push off.
Pregnant throat. Oh my goodness.
Throat baby.
Don't you start that. Don't you start that singing that heathen music up here. Because you like that heathen music. But it's just the truth. You sitting up there talking about you anointed. Ain't nothing anointed coming out of her mouth. When
I'm glad she stopped saying that shit.
Yeah, talking about you, talking about the most anointed one talking. When an anointed woman is talking, they speaking life into people. They can make people laugh and not make them feel bad. When an anointed woman is talking, that woman is able to uplift people, to encourage people. When have you ever seen Gizzard uplift or encourage anybody? She can't even uplift them foes on her goddamn neck. She don't speak life into nothing. She ain't even been able to teach them poor babies how to drive a car. Hey, Chanel.
Where
She needs to
DC
stop
at?
lying. And so I'm with you, Princess. I'm glad she quit lying on our God. Because it don't make no sense. Stop it. God ain't got nothing to do with nothing you doing.
There's no more room anywhere DC, so we can do it like it's my B-day.
Jada says she at the barn because there's no more room at the end. That's what I don't like about her, Lager. It's her character. You come out here being fake and phony. And then, J-Ma was a cheater, pumpkin eater. Girl, he was cheating on you before you went down the
Before
aisle.
you got with her.
The woman was pregnant. This girl broke down before she could walk down the aisle. So why did you go down the aisle, Gizzard?
You know, I felt that she thought she was choosing a position of power and that it would bring more money. She liked the attention, and they're both whores. They've always both been whores
Thank you.
in my book anyway. I don't care for him. I have a problem listening to people, pastors and parishioners. I don't put them on no pedestal because I'm very well aware that people fall short. But it's just certain things that you do. I don't like the way he moves. He moves like a Niger. Okay. And he's seedy. I've never seen a pastor, because I go all the way back down his history. I've never seen a
He's
pastor
gross.
get on TV like he got with Omarosa. Now she tonguing Al B. Shore down and all these men. Now a pastor's supposed to preach the word and say, a man that findeth the wife findeth a good thing. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage,
Yeah,
so
he
that
was
he
trying
will
to
help
tell
you
that
find a
lady how to
wife.
get some coochie. Now look what
Yeah.
Vanessa say. Vanessa telling the truth. She said Jizzy is full of crap. But keep in mind, the devil was anointed as well. He was at one point before he got cast down. And I believe we done seen the casting down of the gizzard. I believe we done seen it. But that's the thing, Easy Breezy. Y'all, this is the royal mother to be. Tell her hey and give her well wishes on the royal baby. Yes. But when two hoes come together, that's what happened at the wedding. It was two hoes.
When two holes come together.
Now, if the pastor who
Let
was
no
doing
man put them asunder.
yeah, now if the pastor who was doing that ceremony said, "Dearly beloved, we have gathered two hoes together in holy matrimony," that would have been different. But they got up there before God and man, telling lies, both of them. Both of them. She up there laying
That
up
was
with
like a
drug dealers.
business deal that went bad. That's all that shit was.
It went real bad. Both of them. She was up there running around with drug dealers and basketball players. He was up there running around with anybody who would part the Red Sea.
Sorry.
And they got up there and lied to the preacher and lied in front of them people is what they did. And now look at this mess. Now she running around here miserable as all hell. Hold on, let me stop you right there. Hold on, sugar, because you about to get blocked. This is not what you do. If you want us to promote your channel, what I'm going to need you to do is click on the link below, join channel membership, and then you'll get in touch with Sister Egypt, who is in charge of our Black Business Spotlight, and we will properly promote your channel. You will not do that in my chat. It is improper. It's disrespectful. Please do not make
Transformation.
me ask you again. We have ways of promoting you. You don't have to steal promotion. I am your sister. I have your back. We are able to do it. We will work with you. If you don't know how to make your highlight reel, trust me, we will help you. But do not come in my chat and do that nonsense, okay? You do not have to steal what is given freely. Respect yourself. I'm not going to block you this time, but mind your manners, okay? Thank you. Please
I
come
told
again.
you, Sonia.
Go ahead.
You was the one talking.
Yeah.
Do it
But
like
I
a
don't
show
forget.
me day, baby. Well, I mean, it was a business deal gone bad, is what I feel like. They knew I right now I feel like Jamal went up in that home over there in Sing Sing and stepped over Giselle and whispered in her ear, "Where you gonna live, ho? If you leave me now, don't you know I got this whole congregation praying for you, and we gonna get married. You gonna shut up about this baby, and we gonna act like nothing happened. Do you hear me? Do you
Oh,
hear me?"
we got company, princess. We got a sister coming in. Queen, how you doing, sister?
Hi, Sinitra. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you? Are you my sister from
You
the
give,
chat?
Yes.
Kekwano.
yeah,
I'm so happy to see you.
you give me life. You are funny.
I love you. I love you. Listen. I'm so happy. And let me just say this. This is not even a joke. I'm so happy when any of my sisters who represent out of West Africa, especially one of my Igbo sisters, to come up and say hi.
Oh.
Please, you are highly welcome. Tell us everything you got to say. Welcome. No. Oh.
Okay, so what I want to say is, I'm actually Nigerian and
Mm-hmm.
coming to America, starting life all over again, going to school. I did have a bachelor's degree in Nigeria when I came. Had a
Mm-hmm.
bachelor's degree in microbiology. For me to come here and then realize that, oh, my degree was not recognized, kind of,
Yeah.
I was depressed. I had to start life all over again. And then I had parents and cousins and friends who were doing nursing, and I tried it, but it didn't work for me.
Right.
So I switched to public health. That was where I got my second degree in public health. I just got my master's in healthcare informatics, and
Mm-hmm.
I hope to get my PhD as well. But I noticed one thing with my American friends is like when I talk about, all these things that I have kind of like, accomplished in my life,
Uh-huh.
I kind of look like, oh, it looks like you're bragging, but you're just talking about life in general as an immigrant. Things it's
Yeah.
really hard. I won't lie to you. It's very, very hard. So when
Right.
Wendy talked about her degree, I think maybe the intonation of her voice does make it look
Yes.
like she's bragging. But as a Nigerian girl, I don't see it like that because Nigerians have we have loud voice.
I know, but this is the and
Nigerians
mind you, I
Nigerians are very
understand.
passionate when they talk about
Right.
something,
And don't get
like
me wrong,
yeah, and
Queen.
yes,
I understand. I have Nigerian family. I totally get it. But what irritated me with her was it was the constant barrage. Every time she had a disagreement with
mhm.
somebody, and it was when she was doing it, right? Now, if she said
Yeah.
it, like in conversation, like we're talking now, you're telling us about what you're going through or whatever, it's not
Mhm.
bragging. It makes sense, right? It's correct. It makes sense.
Mhm.
But when
I would like
she's
to you last season. I was not a fan of her last season.
me
Let's
either,
just make
me
it
either.
clear.
She
I
was
was not a fan of
now.
her at all because
Is
I
it
hate
me or
when you're
was she
talking to people and
irritating?
then you're doing this. I don't like it. It's like you're belittling somebody when you start pointing your finger. Like no, you're not on my
Yes.
level. Don't talk to me. Like I don't. I honestly don't like it. Like it's one of my gestures that I try not to do. I try not to make it an habit of doing this all the time. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. And
And
I'm gonna tell you, Queen, this was my thing, and tell me if you picked up on it or if you didn't see it. What got me was I didn't, some people said bragging, but I didn't take it as bragging. It was kind of like what you said, belittling, and that's what she did,
yeah.
even when she wasn't pointing, because every time she mentioned her degrees, it was when she was angry with somebody. I have 4 degrees, like she was, saying like nobody else has ever had multiple degrees. Like, girl, get
Yeah, so
please
I think she
try.
saw the backlash of everything too. That's why she kind of like
Yes,
mellowed down and stopped talking about. I really like Dr. Wendy, you know. I love her accomplishments, and she's not perfect. She's going to adjust, but it's going to take time, you know, but she just has to. I just don't want what is going on with her right now to be a storyline for the next 5 years. You know, it's a very painful thing for you to use my family as your source of, you know, food on your table. I don't like it. And
me
you have to also
too. I
remember that
agree.
Eddie was not Wendy was not accepted by Eddie's family. So that thing is very
Right.
painful. I'm Igbo, and we're very deep
Yes.
tradition about things like that, like Osu. You can't marry an Osu person. I've seen this
Yes.
in real life. I'm telling you, this thing has destroyed people. I'm
It
telling you.
has.
So when she did that interview with the Jasmine Brown yesterday, I wanted to cry for her because that thing is
I
painful.
understood it.
Imagine you being condemned,
Yes.
God, for nothing that you didn't do nothing, but the whole entire community is condemning you.
Yes.
It's bad.
And you know what? And
It's really
Queen, I
bad.
agree. And that's what I didn't like. And that's why I wanted to bring up the point because I know a lot of times the American audience does not understand the importance of marriage in Igbo culture. They do not understand it.
Yeah,
They do not know that that will make a woman forget that she should not fight in public. That will definitely make her, pop you upside your head because you're trying to break her home. What woman in her
yeah.
right mind is going to allow you to break? Let me tell you something. I love God. I'm cool. I make you laugh. Do not bother me and my husband. I promise you. You will find out
Mhm.
that my
Mhm.
bloodline is Biafran. You will know that you're talking to a
And it's
Biafran
very
woman.
stupid too because there's no picture, there's no evidence of Eddie doing anything. But when it comes to Michael, we have seen pictures. It's been
Uh
on
huh.
TMZ. TMZ is not gonna lie. TMZ don't want to get sued, so they will post it because they have evidence that this man is cheating. This man took this girl here. In fact, cameras are everywhere. So, but if you bring up Eddie, that this guy is just minding his business. Oh no, 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 no. I think Giselle deserved what she got. I'm not really a
Yes,
fan of whether she's right or she really deserved everything that she got from last week's episode. I'm telling you, and she deserves more
I
because this is
agree.
just uncalled for. You have done this thing from the beginning of time that I've been watching RHOP, and we are in 2021. You're still doing the same thing. I don't think
Exactly.
it's and like I said on the Empire station, I said, look, Bravo needs to start cutting off things that they even need to be talking. If it's not factual, don't bring it up.
Don't bring it.
This is a
I
lawsuit.
agree.
Don't bring it up because you're putting Bravo in jeopardy because just look at what happened to Candy. You know, you were saying all sort of things on TV that was not true. Who is susceptible if they have to sue? Bravo is susceptible for lawsuits, and even the person who is spreading the lawsuit is also susceptible. So we need to know the kind of things that we're actually portraying on TV. It's not your husband is cheating, your husband is not cheating, your husband. If Michael is cheating, we all have the evidence that Michael is cheating. Anyway, Candice, no words for her. I don't know how to feel about Candice this season. I'm still in between. I think I'm still trying to recover emotionally from what happened last season.
Girl, you so crazy. But it's just, Queen, I'm so happy you called in. And I'm glad that me and you are both seeing the same thing. At the end of the day, at
Yay!
the end of the day, I do not like husband snatchers and I don't like home breakers. So if you're a husband snatcher or a home breaker, you get whatever you get. Period. Yeah.
If I'm gonna snatch one, it has to be a billionaire.
I know that's right, girl. Thank you so much for calling,
I'm an
Queen.
evil
I
girl, okay?
appreciate you. All right. Bye bye.
Awesome. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay, Shrink and Sharon want to come in here and tell us something. Hey, girl.
Hey, I popped on because I heard you guys were talking earlier about Pastor Holy War or Jamal or whatever. I had just started watching the Real Housewives of Potomac last season, the beginning of last season, and when I was watching him, I was watching this other stream, which is the talent show of these two artists, which are possible popular gospel artists. And when I see he was on the Real Housewives last season, I was confused because I was like, okay, he's on the Real Housewives, but at the same time, he keeps coming on these popular gospel artists talent show, and he's always going over there praying the benediction and everything. So I'm confused, and
But
I'm like,
Sharon, why would you be confused? This man was impregnating women while he was preaching Sunday
well,
service.
at first I didn't know all about that. I didn't know originally that he had took over Eddie Bishop Long's church and stuff. I didn't know all that
But this
history
is the thing.
originally of him.
Before he took over Eddie Long Church, he was up there in Baltimore at a church preaching the gospel and testing coochies. So this ain't new for him. Yes, it's a bakery. There's a bakery behind her queue. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Hmm. So, I seen what all he did last year. When I start watching him, and I start watching you guys when you were on the other platform, and I was like, how are these other artists, popular artists that a lot of us love, you know, and I'm sure you guys know the other two popular artists whose show he comes on YouTube. Um, well, I'll just go ahead and say them. Um, Isaac Curry and James Fortune.
I don't know who none of them people are, but what's going on? What about where it happened?
Well, he still comes on their platform all the time and prays, does the benediction and everything.
But you got
And
to
I'm like, how?
understand, these men are not going to out that man. Nobody in the gospel community, none of these other men that are in the pulpit, working in ministry, working in gospel, none of those people are going to openly rebuke him and say, we're not going to let you come on our platform. It's never going to happen. So y'all can get that out your mind. J Maul finna go everywhere he want to go. He gonna do everything he want to do, just like he was down there hanging with the people from Love and Hip Hop when he told Gizzard he couldn't come up there. Now that's just what it is. He gonna keep doing what he doing. And Sweet Sensations is telling the truth. Most of them gospel men are whores. Straight
Right,
like that.
right, right. And I'm like, do these people? Yeah, exactly,
Everybody
and
knows they
stuff.
don't
And
care.
she's
They turn a blind eye. And if you say something, how you were trying to hurt and bring down the man of God. That's what it
right,
is. So
right.
Their
everybody knows.
favorite line is "Touch not my anointing
Touching
Hey,
and do my
exactly,
prophets no harm."
exactly,
It's a lie.
mind
That's
exactly.
how
you,
we
And I'm
let lead.
like,
mind you, Princess. In the meanwhile, the anointed is over there touching on everybody.
exactly. And
It's
he's up
not
there.
touching the anointing when you telling the truth. Okay, facts are facts.
But
Okay,
but at the end of the day, we know what that construct is like. So I feel like at this point, ain't no point in us beating that dead horse. What is we beating the horse for? Let the horse die. They're never gonna stop doing what they do, and it is what it is. Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. Says thank you for having me, sis. I'll keep in touch often. New sub. Listen, come again and come often. I am happy to have you, and I want you to come up here more often and give us your insight on stuff. Feel free, okay? When you're in your sister's house, always feel free. You are highly welcome, okay? Now
But
go
she's
ahead.
quick. But Giselle is quick to put everybody's down. Wendy, how she dresses, she's quick to ask everybody else. But you can't say nothing about her and Jamal's relationship. Oh, she's not talking about that.
What relationship though?
No, exactly the relationship in his phone, the relationship she has in his phone. You know, and the relationship if that he couldn't show up for last season at the end of the season, or the relationship that he's not even appearing on the show none this season. Where is he at? And
well, he
like he was
said he
saying, Robin.
wasn't coming this season after he came with the cash register. He said
Right,
that was the biggest mistake he ever made was to go on the show, and he did that to just help Giselle. So he was done with that after that.
that was the
Well,
biggest
doesn't
mistake
that
he
mean that he
did.
loved her a little bit? Do you think that Jamal
No.
going on the show to
No,
help
he don't. He
Giselle
don't
means
love
that he
nobody.
loved her
He
a
don't
little
love
bit?
anybody but himself.
He ain't
He don't
never
love
loved
anybody
her.
but himself.
Not from day one, he never
I think
loved
he
her.
might. I don't know. I feel
He
like
may
he might
care
be
for
like
her
a.
because they have children together,
I
but
don't
I
feel
don't think
for
he
her.
really loves her. I don't. I don't. I
I
don't
feel
think.
for her because
I think it's his version of
married or
love. I
not,
think
you know how not to have a baby.
right. Well,
You
I
know how
think
not,
like
every woman that's screwing know how not to have a baby. So she had the children because she was ready for children. And to be honest, I think Gizzard is a halfway decent mama. Her daughters are very intelligent, very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't feel bad about her for having them children. That's
I
the
mean,
that
even them
that
children can see
really
the light better.
that really is the best thing she's ever did was becoming those girls' mother. And
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
would much rather like to see her do that because on those scenes where she's actually being a mother, she's likable. When she's not
Mm-hmm.
being a mother, she's not likable. That man has never loved her. When he got somebody big and pregnant and he trying to go down the aisle, you knew that man didn't want you. Longer
I
than them
think that.
potato chips.
Mhm.
You don't have to have a husband to be on the show. Why do you think people like Giselle and Ken fake relationships when you don't have to have a husband and be on the show?
Because they at the end of the day they know they look ridiculous. They know it's supposed to be a housewives show, so they try to bring men in to create storylines. And it's like
Nobody's married on the Real Housewives of New York.
I don't
yeah,
even know why they're even on the
but
show if they're not
but
married.
this is the
Why is it even
problem.
Real Housewives?
And
What
they
should it be
haven't
called?
been
Real
for years.
Hold on.
For
relationships
years.
of it.
All right.
But they were
Well,
at one
Sharon, you got
point.
something else for us, sis, before I slide you down because I don't want StreamYard to start acting up.
No, no. I would just the only last thing I was going to say as far as Robin, real quick. I don't. I think this thing with Robin, I think it's fake. I don't think that her and Juan is ever really going to get married. If it's just really just going to be fake, I don't think that he really lives with her. I think he just stays there for the cameras, and that's just about it.
Yeah.
He only stays there during the season, and then after that, he's just somewhere else. He doesn't really stay there either and stuff,
Okay.
and that's about it.
All right. Well, Sharon, thank you
And
so
thanks
much
for
for
having
coming
me.
to highlight us, sis.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Sharon phone to say who is eating. That was Lager had them potato chips in the background because it wasn't
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry. That was my lighter.
You over there? You on your 420?
Yes.
Oh god damn!
I'm in California. We good.
You so crazy. Listen, if you wasn't in California, I don't see nothing. It's a plant. I don't
That's
have a
what I'm
problem with plants.
saying.
It's a freaking plant. Like leave people alone with the
Can
plant.
you, yeah, can they leave me alone, please? I'll put me on mute. You ladies. But seriously, why do you think that they be faking relationships
It's
when
because
it's
they
not
need a
even
storyline.
necessary?
Oh,
But
yes, it
Londa,
is
they
necessary.
they need something going
It
on
is
because
necessary.
you see with the absence of a relationship of some kind, look what Gizzard resorts to, trying to attack other people's men as her storyline. It's like Gizzard, go away.
I would like to see her interact with her daughters more too. You're right about that. That could be a really healthy thing to see, you know? But
But
you're right.
that's
She's
not
focusing on the wrong
entertaining.
shit. I still
It's
like her and everything, but she's focusing on the wrong shit.
but it's not entertaining. And they will tell you, especially the networks, y'all watch even with us on YouTube. I get way more views when y'all see the mess. And so Ashley and Giselle know the assignment. Let me keep up the mess so that I can keep up viewers and keep engagement in the show and I can keep my job. People
Right.
don't necessarily support nice family structure. That's why the days of sitcoms and family shows I got. What shows you see out there like the Cosby Show,
I
or
know, right?
like we Full House or Step by Step. You don't
Mm,
even see that.
right.
Family Matters.
But
We
hold
Right.
want
on,
the
Wonder
mess.
Woman Marshall is coming with the heat. She said Bravo need to start a new show, The Real Women Who Can't Sustain a Relationship. Word on the street, Gizzard would be the star. Her
That's
and her
hilarious.
girl, her and Skin Your Pores, both of them could be stars.
Whew.
IMUB
Lord,
say the reads from her
Lord,
daughters are entertaining. Yes, her daughters be reading her for filth.
Yeah.
I
mute
love that
that.
little Grace. That little girl Grace tickles my heart.
Yeah.
I'm
And
And
telling
she
that
you.
would
say
be
it in such
interesting
a
too.
soft tone.
Because some of the other housewife franchise with clear people, they really get to highlight their children a lot for mediocre shit. And so I don't see anything wrong with highlighting the beautiful girls of Giselle's and maybe getting them a little modeling contract too or something, you know what I mean? Because they really do highlight those other clear people's kids.
But see
I
now,
think her
now
daughters
let
probably
me.
don't even want to be there. Actually,
But now this is the thing. Now Keaton has an opinion before I tell you what I'm thinking. He says, in my opinion, any unmarried woman on Housewives should be a friend of the show. I agree. I want to see the married women's drama. I'm not interested in the Dry Cat Society. I'm not interested in I'm lonely and searching in Pomona. Like, I don't care about you. Honestly, it's a housewife show. Period. It's not interesting at all. And this is what I was going to say to what you were saying, Larga. You're absolutely correct in how the staff is treated. If it's a clear franchise and they're not married, they're not expected to put out as much entertainment. The reality is, Bravo built up their ratings and built their network off of black shows and black talent. So the
Yes.
black talent is always under pressure to provide more entertainment, which is why these women feel pressure to
Mhm.
go rent men, tell lies, fake storylines, and men in phones. Okay? Now, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's fair or right, but this is America. This is our reality. And what I want us to do is normalize accepting your reality and stop asking why. All of us know, those of us who have accomplished anything, we had to be twice as good to get to the same point. And we're seeing
Mm-hmm.
it when it comes to television and everything else. Those of us who went to universities, if you switched over at any point from HBCU to a traditional university, you saw that you had to work twice as hard in order to
Mm-hmm.
be recognized. Those of us who participated, I was on speech and debate in high school and college, believe it or not. And
Believe
going
it.
up, you believe it, it's the truth. I was.
Oh, you can
And
debate, honey.
and so the fact was, I remember going to debate competitions at University of Florida when we were in high school, because we were in Ocala. Gainesville, UF was like 30 minutes away. And I remember the judges, they were already against us before we opened our mouths. So I had to come in and decimate you. I had to leave no proof that you were ever there in order to win, because if I left them any opportunity, they would take a win from me.
Yeah,
And that's just the facts. So when
that's
we
true.
see it in entertainment, when we see it in sports, we got to stop saying why. You know why. You know exactly why.
Well, in this case, I'm feeling though like I do know why. I acknowledge that. I received that. I subscribe to that notion. However, in this case, I would say why? Because we, in a way, control the narrative about what we watch. So if we choose to embrace, let's say, Giselle in a dry ass storyline, or even if she has to rent a man, or if we choose to embrace the clear people with the dry ass storyline.
But we're not watching them.
Right.
We ain't watching them. See, that's the whole point. The network props them up.
Uh
We
huh.
we prop up the shows with ladies who look like us. See, that's that.
And
They
they're
are
all
not the number.
coattailing
See,
on
this is
us.
the
They are
thing.
not the number one shows on the
None of
network.
them. They
But
are
this is
coattailing
but this is
us.
the thing. Now I'm about to go back down the rabbit hole. See, at the end of the day, that's where they messed up with the Nene situation. The views for those shows are what built Bravo. The black shows viewership built Bravo. That's what gave Bravo a name. That's what put Bravo on the map. Namely, Lanithia Leaks, period, point blank. I don't care who don't like it. It is what it is. Now, once they built themselves off of black talent, which is normal operating procedure for white America and corporate America in this country. Now, y'all know that.
Yes.
Okay. So after they did that, they thought, I'm going to go ahead and take her out. You built us. I don't want to pay you what you're worth for the work you did. And so now she's out. They did not understand the group of people who propped up those shows.
Right.
So you remove people that are more relatable to us, and you leave people that we cannot relate to. So it's not so much like RHOA. They're not dropping in the hole because we just refuse to support Candy being boring and opening restaurants that got dirty in the kitchen. That's not the issue. The issue is we can't relate to this heifer. A lot of us didn't, suck and screw our way through Atlanta. Like, a lot of us didn't do that. I'm not
Right.
Ooh,
knocking her for it, but a lot of us didn't do it. So
Right.
we don't
ooh.
have, we can't, there's no relatability.
Right.
And they don't understand what we think, just like the crap they pull with Monique. Whether you love her or hate her, they didn't do right by that lady. They did some funny stuff, and they underestimated the response from the public, because while black women are the viewership, black women are the demographic, Bravo simply does not understand black women in the way we think or the way we move.
Right.
They don't.
They
and
don't
they keep
support
showing
her. They don't support us in a positive notion. That's for surely.
because listen, they're looking at us through their eyes. They can
Entertainment.
never see you through our eyes.
Right.
We see black people through black eyes.
Right.
So when they're promoting stereotypes, what they're doing is they're basically telling you and showing you how they see you. That's
Exactly.
how they're promoting the stereotype. It's not all about just insulting you. Hey, Marbly Fox. Hey, Miss Blue Whale. Welcome. It's about them they're promoting what they think is entertaining. That's what entertains them. Seeing you
I'm
act like
about
a
to mute.
prostitute entertains them.
Right.
Seeing you have dysfunctional marriages, tearing up black marriages, that entertains them. And you
Right.
got people like Gizzard Neck that's willing to go in there and do the dirty work for the clear folks because
Mm-hmm.
she loves a good stereotype because she's a good old fashioned colorist. Period. Nidra, you here on your break? Hey, girl. That's all I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, we cannot even compare the black shows to the clear shows on Bravo. There's no comparison.
Yeah. And then when they try to intermingle, like they have one of us on one of those boat shows now. It just is like, yeah, it's all stereotypes and all that. So it's crazy. I love your freaking thesis, Shanitra.
I'm smart sometimes.
You
Just
smart
not with
all the time, lady.
just not with technology. Don't ask me to do nothing now, but
I appreciate you letting me bother you for this long. But I
girl,
was
you ain't
homeschooling the
bothered me. I enjoyed
kids.
you. Listen, I done told you before. You welcome to come kick it with me anytime. You
I
decide
love you for
not to
that.
kick it, but you are welcome anytime. You ain't got to go nowhere anytime. You can stay long. You see how my sister come here and get comfortable? Okay,
Yeah.
because she knows she's welcome. I've extended the same invitation to you. You're welcome. You can
You
come
are
hang out
so
anytime you get ready.
okay. Yeah, I'm going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and stay. I'm going to mute this though. I have to go check on the kids. I'm doing online school, distance learning, homeschooling with the boys. And so I've been on here for an hour and 35 and I keep checking on them. And yeah, so let me mute myself. I'm still here though.
Okay, because you might need to take this one. Shade Queen say, "Do you think Ebony fits in on RHONY? Do you watch that show? Because I can't get into it."
Yes, I watch it all the time. I watched it before she got on there. I watched it since Bethany. I watched it since Jill Zarin. I've done Bravo since through when it was the only channel I got through my pregnancies. So me and Bravo go way back. So I watched the Clear people, the Chic people, the Indian people, the Asian people. I watch
Okay, so
the people.
Shade Queen say, "Do you think Ebony is a good fit, or is she mismatched?"
I don't think she's a good fit in as much as she's in a room of Karens constantly having to explain her existence. And they're like, the way they look at her is like, oh, look, she's still black. Like, that's kind of how they treat her, is like, she's still black and she's talking about being black. And then they don't want to hear about it because they've got to be Karens for 13 seasons. So, of
Mm-hmm.
course, she sticks out like a sore thumb. And as a viewer, I was not totally entertained. I watched because I'm a Bravoholic and that's my channel of choice. Like, you know, so when I watched before, Karen's dealing with Karen's, I'm like, oh, that's clear people bullshit. You know what I mean? And so on that level, it's ha ha. Like how Seinfeld is funny to them. It was funny to them, right? So now that Ebony is there, they are having to put it all on Front Street about how relatable they are to Black, or they completely shut down because she's Black. So they have the Leah chick who's a new housewife and she's a young clear person.
Larga.
Rihanna
Mm-hmm.
gave her a shout out for. So like she's like, she feels like she like, by association, she's kind of like conscious of Black experience and the struggle. And so she's not as much of a Karen. She's able to call the other ones Karens. Okay. And then we have the rest of them who are 40s and 50s. And I think Ramona might be 64. And she is like the biggest Karen of them all. And she's having complete Karen meltdowns. She may as well be the lady in Central Park, walking her dog, calling the police, talking about they threatened her when clearly it's on tape that you haven't been threatened.
Okay, glowing up
You know
life.
what I mean?
Let me holler at a couple folks real quick, sis. Glowing up life, hello and welcome. And Miss Jam, caregiver speak out. Welcome to the royal family. Y'all, please give her a royal welcome in the chat. You are highly welcome. Please come often. We're happy to have you. Please check the community tab and the description box below the video for any more information. We're really happy to have you. Go ahead on, sis.
So then we have so Ramona keeps having like Karen lady meltdowns. And then we have Luann, who used to be a countess. She was full on married when the show started. And so she was a bona fide housewife. That's what we like. So was Ramona. Sonia was just coming off a divorce. Or no, was she married at the time? I think she might have been married the first season and then was getting a divorce. So anyway, then we have a Luann who's went from countess to cabaret.
Okay.
And she had the nerve to call.
Sis, one more second. I apologize. Kahana, is it? I see your comment. I don't know how it applies to what we're talking about, but I do want to thank you for your service. You said you served four tours in Afghanistan with the 1st Battalion. Okay. And I think that what you're talking about is the Afghan situation. I agree. You're very welcome, but we're talking about housewives today, but I do thank you for your service, and you are welcome here, okay? Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, thank you for your service. So then we have Luann, who is on the show, and she's always talking to everybody like this, darling. And one of her songs is Chic C'est La Vie No Class. Oh, don't be uncool, darling. Like she's all like that, right? Like Upper Boston, Massachusetts, wherever that accent is from, Connecticut, whatever. And so she's had the nerve after getting cussed out by a clear lady on the show, being called a hoe, told to F off. She didn't say nothing to the clear lady. Ebony says right after that, you know, I Googled it and I'm the smartest woman at this table. I'm the most educated woman at this table. And she said it in reference to somebody being like, she didn't know what she was talking about. And do you know Luann had the nerve to call her basically an angry Black woman? Immediately. But the clear lady just cussed you out and called you a hoe. So no, she doesn't fit because they don't want her to fit. And it's you can't fit a square peg into a round hole. And this is worse because you've had 12 years of Karen audience with a couple of me sprinkled in, being used to Karens being Karens. Basically, you know, they're the heels in their geriatric years. And so they're still drinking, they're still, you know, going home with waiters and being sloppy drunk and, you know, just being clear girls, you know? And so now you have this educated Black woman who's constantly having to explain her Blackness because you want to tell her she's stupid, low key. It's all this like, well, I didn't say that. Well, no, you didn't say it, but you did. You know what I mean? Like, then she's crazy, then she's angry, then she's emotional, then she's preaching. And the whole time she's just trying to let them get to know her. But they're having such a hard time expanding themselves after 12 years of being allowed to be Karens that it's abrasive to watch.
Oh, wow.
I feel sorry for her. And then they have another Black woman on there, and her name is Vershawn Shaw, and she's a dynamic woman in her own right. As a viewer, though, I felt like they brought her on to be a juxtaposition to this other Black woman. Not that she's not educated, she's equally educated, but instead of Black Lives Matter, Vershawn got on and at Ebony's Black Lives Matter dinner said, Well, it's all lives matter, you know?
Very disgusting. Miss Weedy Pooh, thank you so much for joining the royal family. Y'all know and love Miss Weedy Pooh already, but please make sure you give her a royal family welcome. Y'all know that's very important to me. Make sure that our new family members feel welcome. We are happy to have you. Please come often, take advantage of all of the advantages of membership, and also you're highly welcome. Please come again, okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's abrasive to watch because, especially as a me, because I'm what my picture is. I'm of the melanated palettes, I got the good, you know. So watching her have to like try to stretch. She's not there for your freaking education. She can be, but why should that have to be her what she's doing? And then everybody's mad at her for doing it. So
Yeah.
it's a really hard position to watch her muddle through. And then with Bershawn coming on and being at her dinner, being all lives matter, I was like, ugh. That face where your chin just draws down and you're just like, you're just like, that's not a good look, girl. Not right now, please. Please,
Mm-hmm.
just can we pretend to be united for like 30 seconds in front of the Americas? In front of the only people that are pretty much watching is Karen's
Right.
clear peoples. Can
So
we for a second have some unity?
okay,
Nope.
now here's the killer part, because I got to do it again. I saw my girl Mr. Spiller is still here, and I promised to play for her what we were talking about and what brought us all in the room today. So I'm gonna play it again for y'all, one more again. Okay, y'all get ready. We're gonna take off because this is what did it for me. One more time because I saw her and I want to do it before I forget. That's all. Hold on. Robin, she acted like she didn't know of the rumor. She was just like, well, what did people say? Blah, blah. But her and Giselle are really close. Do you believe that she genuinely didn't know what the rumor was at that point, or do you think that she was playing stupid? Well, I'm going to give you something that y'all may not know. Okay, let's hear it. I found out about the rumor from Robin. Wait a minute. Robin texted me and said, girl, so-and-so blog said this, and she typed verbatim what the rumor was. And they keep on talking crap about us. What type of lawyer is Eddie so we can see if we can get this blog shut down? What? Who said that? Who said that? Okay, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure we replay. For the people who missed it, Mr. Spiller, that was for you because you said what had happened, and that's what happened. So basically, for those of you who missed it in the very beginning, Wendy gave an interview. The young lady asked her if she really believed that Rob Bass did not know about what Giselle was talking about, because they're friends. And Robin and Wendy let us know that Robin indeed did know because she was the one who first told her about it via text message. Robin has denied, and we're waiting to see if the receipts will make their debut at the reunion. Okay, so there's that. I just had to do that real quick. We had to pause for the calls. Y'all hit that like button. There's 180 people in here. Y'all, please have my back. Hit the like button. We over here sweating and working for y'all. Hit the like button. Hey, DT.
You don't like me?
What? What happened?
I said you don't like. I had to go make me a protein shake because for this air diet, I'm hungry, and I've been fighting with Oscar this morning. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll ask you later who won. I'll ask you later who won.
He's
Shade Queen
outside.
says.
He's
Shade
outside.
Queen say Rob Bass kills me every time you say it. That's DJ Rob Bass. She say it takes two. That's why every time Giselle open her mouth, she join in. Cause it takes two. That is DJ Rob Bass, honey. And y'all gonna learn to respect it. Clear, right. So I don't understand, first of all, what's going to happen with that, but I'm interested. And I want to know I honestly want to know what is going to cause the salad to be thrown. I'm here for it. And I kind of want to know, y'all, what made Ashley and Candace start flipping birds at each other. Largo, what you think happened?
When Candace and Ashley are flipping birds in the super trailer.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know what could have possibly happened more than usual.
Do you think it was? Do you think it was an extension of that argument they had in the kitchen, or do you
Yes,
think that
ma'am.
Candace finally confronted her about her clothes being in them garbage bags?
The
I
clothes
think
were in
it's
the
all of
garbage
the
bags.
above. All of the above.
Larga,
I
you
think
didn't see
she's
her
still
clothes in the
mad.
garbage bags. Larga say she didn't see them. You didn't see the clothes in the garbage
They
bag.
showed it more than once, girl. Go back and watch. Now they live in ghetto in the show.
No. Oh, you mean when she was getting ready in the bedroom to go to the on the trip
Yes.
Yeah,
with Chris? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
and the
yeah, yeah,
clothes
yeah.
was in the garbage bag.
Those garbage bags.
Right. And see, it's
Those.
now, Larga, it is my assertion that that is Ashley's fault because Candace was well on her way to try to get a lawsuit or a settlement from Monique and Chris Sanders because they got money and she don't. And Miss Dorothy apparently has closed her purse strings. So by her writing that letter and derailing that lawsuit, I feel like low key and high key, this is Ashley's fault that that girl don't have no furniture and her clothes is in garbage bags.
You think she's aching for money like that? Seriously?
They
She
say
has
she's
no
worth
furniture,
$1.5 million. They
but
don't
is
say
that
what how
listen?
much Chris is worth.
First of all, when they're saying 1.5 million, I bet you any amount of money they're counting her equity in that house that still has
Yes.
Miss Dorothy's name on it. Now let's call a thing a thing.
Yes.
Also, her clothing is in garbage bags and she has no furniture.
Mm.
And she's been in that house for over a freaking year. Now you
Mm,
do the math, sis.
mm.
Over a year, no
Always
furniture.
be so done. That's a long time.
Okay, girl, look at Alexis. Alexis say
She just
Pennywise
told.
and Secret Squirrel childish as little chihuahuas. They are.
She's like, I can double flip you too. They're so juvenile. And then the tossing of the salad. Everything is just so.
I'm
What are
here
they going to
for
have a
that.
pillow fight next? Are they going to have a pillow fight and all the
I'm
pillows are
here
going to
for
come
that.
out
So they don't
all
have to
around the
come
room?
to blows. I'm here for that. But that was funny, and it's just that she threw the salad and
And
walked
walked
away
away. Yeah.
and said, "Pimp, the hoe is here." What she say? Pimp,
Yeah.
come get your hoe. She lived in that moment of Candace calling herself, trying to pick at her, and she said, "I got one better for you, hoe. Come on with it.
Yeah.
You're
She
not gonna
called
call me a hoe and think you're gonna hurt
She
my
always
feelings."
called that's Candace's go-to thing. Ashley was a concubine. This one's a hoe. Like I don't know what Candace's past, sex record is,
A
but
hoe.
she's kind of like slut shamey that way. Like you know what
she
I mean?
is.
Like
And but I
just
will
get a
say this
life.
about
Like
her.
let people have their twats. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Stop with that unless you're gonna turn in your whole facts. Now I will be honest. I have not heard a bunch of defamatory things about Candace out there spreading it like the rainbow. I have not heard those stories about her. But she still does not have to be judgmental and she doesn't have to act like that, at least until she washes the squirrel makeup off her face. Um and Vanessa Pennywise is Ashley on account of that forehead. That is Pennywise.
She is.
I think a lot of that judgment comes from Dorothy too.
Yeah, because you can tell Dorothy. See, Dorothy is a lot like my mama. My mom is that kind of lady. Like if I was friends with a girl that looked like she might have had round heels, I couldn't be her friend in front of my mother. Like I had to sneak to be your friend.
They
I'm
do
serious.
have
My mom
different
didn't play.
heels, huh? I
Yeah,
thought
if you.
I was like, I pointed that out to my kids. I said, "You see that?" They were
Yep.
like, "Yeah." I said, "Mm-hmm. Yep." I
I'm
thought so
telling
too.
you, it's the truth. Like a lot of us grew up with mothers like that. Now I have a cousin that turned out kind of like Secret Squirrel, where she picked up that wry behavior of judging everybody and turning her nose up. She's a real dusty, kind of stiff, boring character, kind of like Secret Squirrel. But me, on the other hand, I'm no respecter of persons. I just like people. If you decent and you respect people, I respect you. But I grew up with one of those moms. My mom didn't play it. Like if I had a friend who went and got pregnant out of wedlock, or you got pregnant in high school, she wouldn't let me be your friend.
Oh
We could
yeah, no, I
matter
couldn't
of
hang out
fact,
with no fast one.
Okay, Largo, we couldn't even sit with them in church no more.
Yeah. They
Straight
were
up.
like
Hell
birds of a
no.
feather flock together.
Yeah, they would
That's
say
what my
stuff
mom
like
used to
that.
say stuff to me like
My
that.
mother would tell us, like, she's not the same as you anymore.
She's
She's
Yeah.
different
fast.
now. No, mama didn't say fast. She didn't. She would tell you that y'all do different things now. She's made herself a big girl. You can't be around her. So I remember that type of stuff. And I also remember somebody having to stand up in front of the church and beg pardon because they had gotten pregnant without a husband. And that's one of those things that kept my
Mm.
skirt down because I didn't want to be
Can,
humiliated like that.
can you
And
back that up, please? And
yes,
say that again so I can hear that clearly and understand what you just said.
yes, that was a real thing, especially in the South. If you was Baptist, you could very easily be called up in front of that church and be made to beg pardon because you went out there and disgraced yourself. Now,
Okay.
seeing stuff like that is why I am the way I am about respectability politics. It's why I am the way I am when people go out of their way to be way too judgy, like laughing, joking, making light of it. That's cool. But when you take it to a level of you're trying to humiliate somebody because they made a mistake, are you kidding me? You probably made 10 mistakes on your way driving to church that Sunday. So that's why I have like a gut reaction, like a visceral response. Rochelle telling you, yes, it was. That was a thing, honey. And then if they caught you doing certain stuff, they would silence you. You couldn't sing in the choir. You couldn't work on the usher board.
Well,
You
I've been
couldn't
to
read the
sat down
scripture.
before.
And the thing, but this is what I'm getting at. At the end of the day, some people did silence themselves because they didn't want to be humiliated. But I
Hmm.
don't like it. That right there, Larga, is one of the reasons why I don't like Giselle. I don't like Gizzard for nothing. At the end of the day, that's the energy she's bringing. You want to humiliate people, not even just for mistakes, even if it's a lie out there and you can spread it and smear it, that's what you want to do. And it's like, girl, if we brought out not even all the men you slept with, half the men and all the women, you'd be so ashamed you dig a hole and die.
Hmm.
But you trying to humiliate somebody else. I don't like that kind of stuff. As Colin say, the church I went to used to make you ask the church for forgiveness. Uh-huh. I remember that. Auntie Eva say I went to a church. You see, back in the day, things were different. But people weren't out here talking about you shaming me. They shamed you on purpose.
They sure did shame you.
They
To
shamed you
let
on
you
purpose.
know
Coffee Brown,
this is
welcome.
unacceptable.
Coffee Brown, welcome. I appreciate you. I don't get to see you talk in the chat, but please, engage with us more often. We're happy to see you. Please come often. Yeah, Giselle is a whole walking contradiction. Bunch of hypocrites. And mind you, that's not me saying that I'm against the church. I'm just against hypocritical people that go there. Okay? May every hypocrite get a flat tire before Sunday service so they don't make it. And I meant that. I meant that. May the angels come down and put sugar in their gas tank before they try to head to Sunday service.
Mm, mm,
That's right.
mm.
May the starter quit on their engine every time they try to drive to the church house.
Mm.
Jacqueline say, wow, I graduated high school pregnant, was Baptist in Florida, married after high school, did not attend church since a young age, have 3 kids, married for the same. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody knocking it over here. We just talking about how problematic, our community has been over the years with humiliating people for mistakes. And the same people that do the humiliating, they got a whole lot to answer for themselves. That's why I don't like it. I don't like when people come to me to try to down somebody. You hop in my chat. Oh, I don't like so and so. She X, Y, and Z. Well, go tell her that.
Well, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I had my daughter, I was deep in ministry, and of course, I got sat down. But a couple years later, and this woman was very hard on her children because they were PKs. But
Girl,
she
look
did
here.
come.
Real quick. Sweet Sensation said there would only be a handful of people in church if that happened. She said if all my curses came out, then wouldn't be nobody there. It just be.
She called me, and I I really got into ministry at like 21 when I really decided to give my life to the Lord for myself. We've all grew up in church. But, and I had my daughter at like 23, 24. And so she said that she didn't like me being sat down because of the expectations that the church put on you at a very young age and the pressure that church puts on you, and then we're berated in front of all the members instead of teaching us better. We're just chastised and
Well,
not
they
giving
good at
us
that.
room to grow.
Okay,
Uh,
y'all say me too. I got put on the center's bench. Y'all, let me tell you something. I was so afraid. They used to call it the mourner's bench when I was a girl. But it looks like by your pretty picture that I'm a good bit older than you. But they used to call it the mourner's bench, y'all. And let me tell you, I was a terror, but I was careful with my skirt, y'all. I kept my skirt down. I did everything but tape it to my calves. Okay, because I did not want to be humiliated. And it was like a lot of us, we only behaved because we did not want to be humiliated. And Lala, I'm with you. I didn't like Candace calling me a lady of the night. Like, girl, you judging her, and I get it. You weren't
and
out
that's a
there,
prostitute.
but that's the whole point. So this is what I'm saying. Even if she was, that wasn't really cool to say the way she said it. Now, if it was you was joking, that's one thing, but she wasn't joking. She meant that thing just the way it sounded. And the problem with that is, while you may not have done that, Candace, your husband was a hoe.
Mm,
Where he get all them children from? Why he ain't paying for them? See, when
mm.
you get up on them soapboxes, be careful. When when the stories is out there that his relatives was paying his child support, the fact that you got him in your house right now and he don't work on a pie train, that's the problem. But you trying to drag, embarrass this lady like that. Come on now. Don't do that.
And
If she ain't born
ain't
to,
no way as a young single woman, and this is just my preference, as a young single woman, would I have ever entangled myself with any man that had 2, 3 kids to jump off, and I ain't got now, and he ain't got no money.
now that's the thing. That ain't got no money is what disturbed my spirit. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's what disturbs my spirit. Keaton say, but her husband can pay the bills. Can you say the same about Chris? Exactly. She can
Mhm.
never say that about Chris. Absolutely freaking not.
That's why she walked off and said what she said. Pimp Daddy, yo ho is here.
Yeah, there you go. And you know what? I was here for that. When it comes to Mia, like I said, I joke about the Edward James almost and her skin melting off her face. Cause to me it kind of looked like that. The cameraman played her. I didn't do it. I wasn't holding the camera. But he definitely played her. He played her all the way to the left. But this is the problem, right? The problem is I see that she's playing the game, but she didn't have to play it like that. That's all I'm saying. If she wanted to try to get on Giselle's good side so Giselle would get comfortable and say the wrong thing so she could run some dirt, which she did. It looks like she did exactly what she was supposed to do. And she decided, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buddy up. I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna jump in and then what I'm gonna do is as soon as she get comfortable and say something, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna handle it like that. I'm gonna move like that. Then I'm gonna run it back and tell something. I felt like what Mia should have done was that Mia should have waited, let Giselle do the problematic conversation by herself, stop jumping in, because I feel like Mia didn't even believe the stuff she was saying. She was just talking, trying to, pretend like she's on her side. All she had to do was wait, let Giselle do the problematic crap, embarrass herself, right? And then come in and like Sinclair used to do on Living Single. Woo woo woo. Woo
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 woo.
woo. Woo
Yeah, you didn't
woo.
have to jump in on that because that conversation with Wendy, I don't care what nobody say. It is problematic. It was colorism all through there. I do not see Mia as a colorist. I'm not picking up that vibe off of her. But for her to jump in that conversation with her being the hue that she is, pun
She
intended,
should have
pun
stayed in her
intended.
place.
Yeah, because she should have considered the optics. that it could make her look that way. Mackenzie says, as my mama used to say, Chris won't work in a pie factory eating half and carrying half. He ain't. He will not. But that was my thing with Mia. All jokes aside, all she had to do was just, she gotta. I know she playing the game, but she's got to learn how to, get into the mess without putting yourself into problematic situations. I can promise you, the Grand Dame was not gonna be on the wrong side of that conversation because she's aware of herself, she's aware of her complexion, and she's aware of the optics. Jumping in conversations like that, it don't look right, especially when the person who is spearheading the conversation, you know exactly where they're going with it. Ain't no secret where Gizzard was going with that conversation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mia turned her life around. She sure did, honey. Now she out there managing chiropractic clinics.
Mm.
That's why I say, she definitely turned her pocketbook into a business and not a charity. And
I'm here for it.
I'm for that. I don't have a problem with it. Now,
I'm here for it.
mind you, I'm not gonna do it. I would never allow my daughters to do such a thing. But I feel like women have a right to have agency over their own bodies and not to be attacked because they exercise their agency over their own bodies. Like I'm a firm believer in that. Nobody should be telling a woman what to do because ain't nobody going around here policing men's phalluses. So until they start policing phalluses, I need them to leave these sisters and their pocketbooks alone. But
And
on
I know I'm not brave enough to do all that. But I tell everybody, you ain't never had no hard times until you done thought about doing something strange for some change. You might not necessarily did it, but you ain't never really been down low until you done thought about it, okay?
no,
That's a low game.
I can't go there with you, sis. When stuff got hard for me, the plan was somebody about to get robbed. Now I ain't never considered in my wildest imaginations, okay, popping coochie for pay, not neutral.
Well, you robbing people, so that's on
Yes, I'm like Life Jennings. I be robbing these niggas. Okay,
that's
hey,
that's in the family.
no, that is not in
It's
the
not
family.
pussy popping. It's
Yeah,
not
you
pussy
got
popping.
done right because at
But
the end of the day, sweetie, I can rob you with all my clothes on. That's all I'm trying to say.
I love
I can pop you on the back of your head, or I can slip that door of your
it.
car open with all my clothes on. Understand me? I ain't never considered pussy popping for pay, but I will say the girls who decide to do it, my hat's off to you. I respect it, and I respect it because I know I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I feel like as women, you got to be real. When you start judging another sister, ask yourself if you could do it. Not only ask yourself if you could do it if you had to, could you
Could you
stand
do
up?
it well?
But this is my thing. Could you stand up to all the criticism and scrutiny and persecution for doing whatever you felt like you had to do at that time? So if you know that the answer to any of them questions is no, then stop judging us to somebody else. I don't care if it's a bum on the street. If he stole an apple and ran, if you were sitting up there with your belly, if your belly was touching your back and biting on you, you'd have stole that apple too. You might have stole the whole goddamn cart. So don't sit up and be, don't be so quick to judge when you don't know what you'd have done in that situation, and if you did it, you don't know if you could have took the persecution. Like, just don't, you know what I'm saying? Cut some slack, cut people some slack, man. Rochelle said, "You guys are gonna make me watch. I stopped because I wanted to hit Giselle a lot." Oh my God. Vanessa
Well,
say
you gonna
strange
still want to
return
hit Giselle a lot this season,
because
but
she acting up. My sister Queen Mermaid done made it up in here talking about you just got here on the juicy part. Girl, this whole conversation been juicy. We just been talking about what these people is doing. Because we still got front porch gossip tonight. But we had to get this out because Wendy Osefo done did an interview and told on Robin's line behind. DJ Rob Bass is out here dropping lies instead of dropping hits.
you didn't play it again
I did
because I
so.
did. You played it when I walked away. Damn,
Oh,
damn,
you was
damn.
gone? I didn't know you had walked away. Larga, didn't I play it again?
You had to play it when I was putting Oscar out and making this shake. Thought I heard y'all talking. I didn't know
Mm-mm.
that was her.
Hey, Onyx. I played it again because I saw the MR Spiller was still here and she wanted to see it.
Yeah, I didn't hear the whole thing. I came on the tail end. So send me the link or tell
Lord,
me
Queen
where.
Mermaid is telling the truth, honey. She said she finna testify. I let a man I barely knew suck my toes for $200. I was so broke, I did it. It was
Well,
creepy.
that
It
ain't
was.
bad.
Hold on. Let me finish reading her testimony before you chime in. Say it was creepy because he was saying nasty stuff. I got my cash and never called him again. Girl, I understand. You got to do what you got to do.
Get
You
that
get
head,
hungry. Let me tell you something.
get that bread, and
Hunger
leave.
is a hell of a motivator. You understand me? Charles, you in here? What did Robin lie about? Well, let me tell you what she lied about recently, because you know she lied a lot. She lied everywhere but in a bathtub. So this is what she had said. She claimed during the episode when Wendy went around the room, pointing them out and asking who said what, right? She said she didn't know what they was talking about. So people went to talking about it in social media. Robin lied and was like, "Oh no, it was production. They pieced it all together. You know, it was Millie Vanilli. Blame it on the rain. Blame it on the boogie. Blame it on the bossa nova." Right? So then Wendy Osefo, Bubba Sparks, that is, Miss New Booty, did an interview. And while she was doing the interview, girl, um, while she was doing the interview, the lady asked her, "Do you really think that Robin didn't know because her and Giselle is so close?" And Wendy say, "I'm finna tell you what you don't know, which is, which is, Robin was the first person to tell me about it, and she texted me and told me about it and asked what kind of lawyer was Eddie because they needed to get their blog taken down." And I believe she got the receipts. Robin lied again and said she didn't know what Wendy was talking about. But baby, I believe she gonna bring it to the reunion. I believe she gonna bring proof. Spiritual Babe says, I say never be envious of another person. I don't know how long they were on their knees praying or anything else to receive what they, you better say it. Some of them girls was on their knees to get what they got. And don't be envying people because you know you don't want to take that trip. Shanitra, because of you, all I see when I look at Robin is a man that looks like his name should be Brad from the IT department, because that's what he looked like. I'm sorry, she looked like. She looked like her name should be Brad or Harry or whoever. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know it kind of is what it is. Princess Silly behind talking about you could use $200. Girl, you better stop. Talking about no, he was talking some nastiness. Yeah, that it's some sisters done been in some precarious situations. And I don't judge them. You do what you got to do. You didn't kill nobody. You just did. You exchanged. DC is showing out. Lord have mercy. DC. And I need DC. Like I can't do without her. But she just so crazy. Larga said she was froze and she couldn't talk, so she said she might leave and come back. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see what happens as it unfolds. We done sat up in here and cut the natural bone food. Yeah, Vanessa, they killing me with them feet too. They is killing me with them feet, and DC is still climbing.
So baby.
Hold on. Autumn, let me pull you up on the screen before you get blocked because it's about to go down. I can feel it. Now, listen,
Oh God.
apparently you did not get the memo. You don't come over here with mess. We talk about celebrities, celebrity gossip, the rappers, the entertainers. Hell, we even talk about people like Brother Polite now. But you don't come over here with that mess. So, for that reason and that reason alone, you shall be blocked. If you over here talking about something, it's because you heard something. There's no need to show up here to ask questions. You didn't show up to ask questions. You showed up to be messy. Okay? Don't be messy with me. I didn't send for you. There's lots of things you can do with your time. You can wash your ass. You can raise your kids. You can slide something cylindrical down your throat. It's a whole lot of things you could do. Just like your mother could have done some things. She could have snapped your neck the day you was born. She could have just crossed her legs and saved us all a whole lot of trouble. Your mother could have made you throat lotion and had a real good bowel movement. But instead, she chose to have you, and you chose to bring your disgraceful, disgusting behind to my channel to be disrespectful. From here on out, this is the policy. When you come in here showing your behind, I'm going to handle you, and then I'm going to take out the trash. And madam, you have been taken out. Thank you. Goodbye. And we got us a good old super chat. DT, thank you so much. Oh, I love the avatar. Wobbly Wobbin Robert Dixon was lying on everything else but inside a bathtub with soap and water. If you have a job vacancy, send it to Chateau Dorothy for Christina Bassett to apply for, please. You so silly. Girl, what we gonna do with DT? Princess, you dead?
I'm here. I'm here. I was typing.
I know you was doing something you ain't had no business. That's why you couldn't talk.
What?
I said, what? Did you see what DT put up here?
Yes, I'm reading it again. If you have a job vacancy, send it to Chateau Dorothy for Christina Bath to apply, please.
DT is nuts. Hey, Miss Barbara.
I'm trying not to say things because you're gonna get mad at me.
I ain't gonna get mad at you.
You're gonna fuss at me.
And is you about to talk some of that filthy talk? Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you caught yourself because we don't need that. Thank you, DC. I caught my eyes be quick. DC say Autumn need the toe man number. I believe so. It's you know what? Listen, that dry cat society is hell. Them girls that ain't, I'm telling you, some of them ain't touched a man since a man skeeted them out. And that's why they come around harassing people. Listen, if you in the dry cat society, there's something you can do. Kenya Moore, your queen and charter member, will rent a man for you, or she can show you how to do it. Don't come around here harassing regular girls. Don't do that.
Not DC. Maybe Chris Samuels can start the toe baby ink for some extra cash on hand or
Oh
on
my
the
God.
toe.
Yeah, Lord have
And she
mercy.
gonna put it away.
Oh my
For real.
God. Lala ain't right either. Talking about Rob Baseline with that unbrushed tongue. Okay? Lord, Vanessa talking about she should have went to Afghanistan instead of messing with Shanice. Kamiko, I know y'all like that old filthy talk
Look,
thing.
I'm finna
Y'all,
schedule the after darks. Like
yeah,
these
so
after
y'all can
darks,
go over
y'all
there.
can come over.
Yep, y'all go
My
to
after
Princess.
darks are members only, but the y'all is family. So I'm gonna work out. I'm figure out a way how some of y'all
To
can come
get
over
y'all
there.
in. There you go. But yeah, that's the thing. Sharon Fona said the dragon is so proper over here on the porch. Yeah, because listen, let me just say this as a PSA. That is the new royal family policy, in case y'all have not figured out. If you should so happen to slide your tail up into this chat and you don't know how to behave yourself and you're disrespectful or you do anything that is unbecoming, please be aware that I will return your energy to you. I am not your dumping ground for your negative energy. If you do not feel good about yourself, please report for Crown Chat. We have them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We talk about those issues that make you not feel good about yourself. We talk about the stuff that makes us not mentally healthy. We talk about those traumas and the things that make you put up walls and defenses and behave in maladaptive ways. Now, if you're one of those people and you just plain old miserable, I mean just miserable, your coochie done had a Charlie horse since 1998. Come to Crown Chat and let us help you. Don't come up in here disrespecting folks, because if you do, each and every single time, I'm going to remind you that I am not your dumping ground for your negative energy. I'm going to return it to you
Mm,
in the best way that I know how. If you
mm.
do not want to, engage with me that way, then please don't do it, because I don't mind. It takes absolutely no energy for me. Is I'm telling you, it's effortless. It's not a problem. That's right. Autumn says the proper way to ask Shanitra something would be to contact her on IG personally, not in the chat. Exactly. But I'm gonna tell you something.
That was messy.
There are some people who really do not realize that no one, I don't care who it is, no one is beholden to you. No one owes it to you to be your dumping ground for your bad energy. Keep that stuff to yourself. If you don't feel good about yourself, come on the Crown Chat and we let us love on you. Because I'm just being honest. Don't come in here with insults, because I promise you, if you trade insults with me, you're not gonna like how it goes. So let's
Mm.
not do that. I would rather love on you. I would rather make you laugh because always remember the same thing that'll make you laugh will make you cry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't practice cussing, but I promise y'all I still know how to do it. So let's not do that. Let's be nice. We family over here. We chilling. Listen, I know you still listening, little girl. Don't come back. Don't go get no other profile and come back and all. Just don't come back because you ain't got no home training.
Don't come back now here.
Yeah, don't bring your hand back around here. Hey, Helene Easley, how you doing?
Hey, cuz.
Ain't you Angel One? Hey, Bookie. Yeah, Carmen, that's what I'm saying, man. Let's just have a good time. That's what we do.
Yeah, I'm over here playing. Well, I would have been out of class by now. I'm over here playing hooky from school. Now you can't be
Okay.
bringing down the
But
mood.
that, look, baby, they ain't brought down nothing. Like I told you, this is effortless for me. Princess, you done talked to me enough. You know it's effortless for me. I do this in the middle of the night while I'm cutting fabric.
That's why I'm sitting here multitasking. I ain't paying no attention to you and the way you talk and your foolery. And I'm just gonna talk bad in the chat, so you could choose if you want to highlight it or not.
Yeah, and that's what I do. When I see your little crazy comments, I keep right on going. Because I say this girl ain't got a lick of goddamn sense. And I'm gonna leave you in the words of who was that? Was that C.L. Franklin or James Cleveland had that song? I'm gonna leave you in the hands of the Lord. That's why I'm gonna leave you. DT say not dip the toes at DC. DC be clowning. She say dip your toes in the membership pond. Yes, the membership pond, not that other pond. Don't do that unless that's what you do. But we not encouraging you to do that here. You do whatever you want to do, but we not telling you to do none of that. But you can dip your toe in the membership pond.
Tell
Y'all
them
crazy.
again.
Don't you start that. Don't you start that. You want to start that stuff. Listen, for all the filthy talking, y'all go to Princess Channel. She gonna help y'all with the Princess Channel. Quiet Storm 87 said I came in on the read and almost felt sorry for the troll. Don't feel sorry for him, child. Ain't nobody told him to come over here. Yes, thank you for being here.
Go on back
DC
over
say
there and do it like it show be day, baby.
I'm serious. It don't make no sense. At the end of the day, I think a lot of them think hiding behind that avatar gonna save you. And let me tell you something. You so crazy. You seen what DC said. I know that's
It's
why you
not
hopping.
me.
Yeah, DC worse than you. I just don't even pay attention to what my sister say. I love her so much. But this is the thing. A lot of people, and this just I notice this on Facebook, other platforms. People get so brave behind their keyboard. If they was in front of you, you couldn't pay them to say pimp. You know what I'm saying? Because they be scared of that W action, right? But on that keyboard, they so brave and they so strong because especially with creators, because we're not hiding our faces. You see who I am, and it is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you, they think that they can't be roasted with a black picture or a letter or a cartoon character. That don't save you with me. Now I don't even have to make the read accurate. Now I can just go. I can go wherever I want to go. I can be as disrespectful as I want to. Cause I don't see nobody. All I can see is your demeanor, your behavior, and I can go and let it rip from there. Educated female life says, "Hey family, just at work, just checking in. Hey boo, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like entertain me if you want to. Come in here with a cartoon character or drawing if you want to. Be careful. Y'all see them wigs? That's the royal family's wig snatching. When you see wigs in the chat, somebody's wig just got snatched. And I'm not Monique. Monique pretty decent at wig snatching. I would prefer not to, if I can. Queen Mermaid, welcome to the royal family. You know you've been family for a long time. Y'all tell Queen Mermaid she is welcome. Let her know that she is not only welcome, but highly welcome. We love you here. Come often. We always happy when you in here. You got up in here and started this toe business, and they ain't stopped yet. So thank you for being here, and you're welcome. Kamiko said the days of hiding behind an avatar. Shanitra cuts to the white meat, and then the royal family will jump on you. Yeah, we jump people around here.
Hmm.
Sure do.
Did you have your feet done? How did you have your feet done when he did it? They be liking different types of fetishes.
Oh my, don't you start that dirty talk over here. You talk about them fetishes and that nasty stuff over at House of the Princess. We don't do the nasty talk here.
That ain't nasty yet?
No, look at the words you use. Look at the qualifier you use at the end. Yet ain't no yet here. Unless you listen, unless you yet praying, ain't no yet here. Don't do that here.
I'm
Like
yet
I say,
praying
these
for to
trolls
get
should.
that. Oh, sorry, sorry.
She say these trolls should know by now. You don't want no smoke over here. I don't know why they do it. I don't know
Hey,
why they trying.
cuz.
It's like this. It's almost like they show up just to get in, just to get insulted. Like, why would you do that? Why are you harming yourself? Yeah, y'all make sure y'all welcome Queen Mermaid. That is our good sis, and we love you so much, girl. Anytime you're not around, people go to asking for you. The So Debonair was asking for you the other day. He was just asking for you. People miss you when you're not around. Yes, girl, you official. We got your birth certificate and all. You are one of the royal family. We don't need to check your DNA. We know you us because you got that mouth on you.
Look, I'll do a show about toes. I'll
Yeah,
fast
yeah.
people to talk about the toes on there.
Oh, I know what I need to announce. I need some volunteers because we need to test. We need to do some tests behind the scenes. So I need 2 or 3 of you guys to hit my email or my Instagram inbox. The email is Shanitra at philsdaughter.com. That is Shanitra at philsdaughter.com. The Instagram is Shanitra underscore royal. I need 2 to 3 of y'all to holler at me because I need some volunteers so we can do some tests backstage to get ready for Sunday's event. So y'all, please holler at me. Please help me. Please help me. Please help me. Okay.
I
And
might could do that. Ooh yeah, the
y'all,
royal
so
family, and we're gonna have a good time.
JC said, I'm thinking some people may like to get cussed. I think they do. But you know, there's people that charge you for that. You can pay them
I
and
won't
they will
say
cuss you out.
abuse, yeah.
But there's people you can pay them and they'll cuss you out. I'm not one of them though. I'm not.
But
I'm
what if
back.
they paid? If they paid the rightful 10.95, and then
No, that's something different. That's something different. I haven't released that yet, so we ain't talking about that in public. But I'm not gonna cuss you out for you can't come pay me and say, ooh, cuss me out because I get gratification for that. I don't like it at all. I don't like that kind of action. Don't come to me to get your jollies, is what I'm saying. Sharrell Cooper said, I'm trying to get my infusion treatment done at the lab for lupus, and y'all have me in and the nurses laughing out butts off. Cheryl, do me a favor. Tell all them nurses to come to my channel and hit the subscribe button, please. If they like me cutting up and acting a monkey up in here, tell them to please, please hit the subscribe button and come on in here and like
and
this
wait
video real
until
quick. Hold
tonight,
on.
girl.
I'm doing a commercial while you in here trying to sing.
I'm
Listen,
doing
tell
the
them to hit
background.
the like button. I love y'all so much. During the week, we talk about serious stuff usually, and then on Thursdays, sometime Friday, definitely Saturday and Sunday, we act a whole fool up in here. I promise to keep you laughing, even if my voice go out. As you can hear, it's going out right now. But y'all hit that like button if you like what you hear. I don't care if it's on somebody else's phone. Yes, Queen Mermaid, we happy that you back, and we miss you a whole heck of a lot. Can non-members
The-
watch the contest? Mackenzie, the way that a non-member can watch the contest, if you're not a member here, but you're a member on any one of our sister channels, and I mean any one of them, they will have the link so that y'all can get into the Zoom. So you got to be a member on one of the channels. It ain't got to be mine, but you're gonna have to be a member somewhere to get in. You gotta have a ticket to get in.
You see
Okay.
DC, right?
I went right on past that. Carmen said yes, subscribe. That's right. Yep, we absolutely love Queen Mermaid and Sharrell Cooper. Please feel better. I'm glad we can make you laugh. Hopefully the laughter, make your treatment go by a little bit faster. A little bit faster. DC killing all us, girl. I don't even know what to do with DC. Like I say, I can't do without her. I love her too much. But she just say crazy stuff. I just don't know what to do. Sheila says some people like to see you react. Me, I give them a dry face, no reaction. My patience is in. I got all that. I'm gonna give you a reaction. See, when you want attention from me, I give it to you. When you want attention from me, you can get that. Now it might not be the attention you like, but you can get it. You
I
are what?
just want you to know that I'm 10 toes down behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Gloria, the mermaids are a sister channel. Absolutely. That is Sister Nosy's channel. So she will have the link to get y'all in as well. As long as I don't push like you have to be a member here. I want to kind of build community between all of the channels. So anytime I'm doing something that's like a bigger event, go hush. Anytime I'm doing something that is a bigger event, I will make sure that I send that link so that if you are a member on any one of our sister channels, um, I know some of the channels have different tier levels. I think knows it doesn't, but the ones that have different tier levels, they may set it for the middle tier or higher. But I will make sure that there is access. There will be access. You say you'll help test. You email me Monday. Use that email. Okay, Quasia, thank you. The what you say? Princess can't help it. Yeah, she 50% ratchet. I know. I know. She mixed. She mixed. Wonder Woman Marshall say emergency, emergency, troll down. Can somebody call 911?
Yeah, my
DT,
weed machine come today.
Lord, look at this picture. I still can't get over Jaded Nerd calling Pennywise 8-headed placenta eater the board queen. Y'all so silly. She do have a head like the board queen. She do.
Yeah, I went wrong.
DC
I
say
couldn't get
it's
away.
been the ravioli and toast for me. Lord, have mercy. You say already did. Thank you, Cheryl. I
And
appreciate it. Listen,
we ain't even talked about no ravioli.
no, and we ain't finna. And Cheryl, listen, if you want to get in touch with me, if you comfortable doing so, please reach out to me because I know you said you have lupus, and I had some questions. I have a sister who has lupus, and she's struggling with it. And I might, if it's okay with you, if you don't mind reaching out to me, I'd like to pick your brain and kind of find out some things that I can tell her to do or help her do so that she can kind of alleviate some of the symptoms, you know what I'm saying, without talking too much. But if you could reach out to me, that would be so awesome. Queen Mermaid say, "Do we need a Kiki Shepherd for the talent show?" Well, I'm gonna try to be Kiki Shepherd minus the body, cause I ain't got nobody like Kiki. I ain't had a body like that for at least 15 to 16 years, maybe longer. So I'm gonna try to be Kiki, but I don't know if I got it. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see what I can do. France, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, I wasn't even supposed to be in here this long. I came in here to talk. Yeah, he took me out to killed me. DC does need to be the Sandman. I totally agree with that. And yes, Ashley looked like the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland with that big head. Yes, she did. Okay, now that we agreed on the size of this gal's forehead, are all hearts clear? Because we finna get up out of here. We got to be back on the porch tonight for front porch gossip, and we're gonna talk about some more of these people's business. Okay. All right,
Mm-hmm.
just contact me, and when I talk to her, I think we may have what I may do is set up like a little unlisted video for people who have info on lupus or want info on lupus, so we can have that chat. Okay. Thank you so much. She says everyone in the royal family is hilarious. The subs and members and the chats are too. Always good energy. Yes, ma'am, and we gonna keep it that way. We're gonna keep that energy that way. I don't care how much trash we got to drag out the room. Helene
10
Easley,
toes down.
Helene Easley, thank you so much for the super chat. Who are your favorite male and female artists or male groups? Okay, so let me tell you, right? Let me tell you. Um, Singers, it's hard for me because I listen to everybody. Male artists, okay, for country, it,
BRS Cash.
I don't know what you're talking about. But for country music, hit your mute button because if I'm about to talk and you finna start that clowning. Um, for country music, Conway Twitty. For blues music, it's between Howlin' Wolf and John Lee Hooker. For rap, that's hard. That's hard because I like so many of them. I'm an old school hip hop head. I don't like none of the new artists. If they new, I don't like them at all. Um, Outcast for sure. Um, I love DMX, R.I.P. Earl. We love you. I love.
BRS Cash.
I'm finna mute you because we talking about music. I don't know what you're talking about. But for hip hop, like I say, DMX for sure. R.I.P. Earl. Definitely loved. Dang that everybody. Like, where do you start? Where do you stop? Love Big. Love Pop. Um, didn't like Diddy because he was dancing in all the videos. Love Ice Cube. Love Snoop. Dang, who did not like? I love some of everybody with that R&B male singers. I'm in between Lou Rawls, Isaac Hayes, Marvin Gaye, um, Ron Isley, Frankie Beverly and Mays. Who else? I'm trying to give you the rundown real fast. Otis Redding, Sam Cooke, Bobby Womack, um, Johnny Taylor for the R&B slash blues, the honky tonk blues. And I don't really have. Oh, but I guess pop is Michael Jackson. Funk would be between Prince and Rick James, and rock and roll would be between, for me, Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith, but Aerosmith at the top. And then females, we'll talk about that another time because I don't want to keep y'all here all day while I'm trying to run through a list. But you made me do some thinking. You made me do some thinking. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Helene says, I love Outkast. Wish they would do a versus. But okay, but then the question is, who the hell can you put up against Outkast? Princess, who goes up against Outkast?
I like Aerosmith too. Well, since Andre 3000 is retired, on top of it, um, mm, well, you might have to dig somebody out the grave. I don't know anybody who has talent
Yeah.
of that nature.
Yeah, because when it came, Alex say Goody. Now you know what, Goody Mob was lit,
Their
definitely, and you
family.
know what, they both out of the Dungeon family, so that would be interesting. And that, you know what, I feel like that would be an event if we saw Goody Mob versus Outkast. Definitely, Outkast had more hits. I would be there for it just because it would be a hell of a vibe. Like that vibe would be ridiculous. And it's real tough because New York Finest, you say Pharrell can't do nothing without Cass. No, they can't do nothing without Cass. Quiet Storm say maybe 8 Ball and MJG. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, I could kind of see it, but not really. Like, I don't
they
think
don't
they
have
got
enough
enough heat.
songs. Yeah,
Right. Well, they got, no, they got a lot of songs. They got a whole bunch of songs. But the issue would be, I think it would be another Jim Jones situation. Like, it would be a murder. You Sweet Sensation say Bone Thugs. That could be interesting.
maybe.
That could be interesting. Yeah, I love rock and roll. Let me tell you something, girl. My rock and roll fan girl phase goes all the way back to Dobie Gray. How many of y'all know who Dobie Gray is? In the chat, how many of y'all know Dobie Gray? So nobody knows
I
Dobie Gray.
don't. I don't know him.
Okay, Dobie Gray was black, but he did rock and roll, and he had a song that I would literally ride through the hood, blasting it on my speakers, and had Negroes looking at me like, "What the hell is she playing?" I never cared at all because it's like for me, if I like something, I like it. Like I don't have to me, music really ain't got no color. Ain't got no color. Music either touch me and move me or it don't. So he had that song Drift Away. And I can't sing it because I get a copyright. But y'all look up Dobie Gray with Drift Away. Yep, DGF 627. You know what I'm talking about. That Drift Away takes me somewhere. Like I've always listened to everything. My daddy, when I was little, on Saturday mornings, he would play Cab Calloway for me. And I would try to dance like Cab Calloway. And my daddy would be rolling. He would be dying laughing because I would sling my hair around like Cab and everything when he was singing Minnie the Moocher. So I came up listening to everything from Ella Fitzgerald to Dizzy Gillespie to Sarah Vaughan. Like when I say I love music, I have an extensive music background, not just on the surface. Like when I tell you I like Aerosmith, like I'm somebody that rocks every single album. And I know all the words. And when I ain't hoarse, I can sing them. You say
What's
you
your
like Hall
favorite
and
one?
Oates? Girl, Hall and Oates used to be real, man. Quasia, you know that song Drift Away? Drift Away. Girl, that was the thing. You hear what I'm saying? You who? I get in the whole mood. Girl, you about to have make me have a whole flashback. It was really, really the bomb. But yeah, music, yeah, Vanessa, real talk. Music ain't got no color. Music has a feeling and a vibration. I love Jimi Hendrix. Love. Listen, Purple Haze. What? Yes, Drift Away is Dobie. That's right. DGF used to like Foreigner. New York Finest, the Bee Gees. That's right. What you say, Wonder Woman Marshall? I feel you, Shanitra. I went to a HBCU and blasted everybody from Stray Cats to Adam Ants to Salt and Pepper. Good music is good music. Girl, I went to a HBCU too. I attended Clark Atlanta University right there in the West End in the AUC. And I would be up in there playing Aerosmith Amazing with Steven Tyler screaming on key. He's the only person I've ever seen that screams on key. HU Angel One say, same here. Hubby and I listen to it all. Exactly. Straight up.
JD's got a gun. What's
Yeah,
up?
don't give me no copyright. Regina say you're well versed in music and cinema. That's because you know what? This is the thing. I'm one of them undercover nerdy type people. I was one of them that was doing a whole bunch of stuff, always camouflaged as a cool kid. But on the inside, I watched sci-fi. I read every sci-fi book. There's not one Isaac Asimov book I have not read. Test me, I promise you. I've read almost every Anne Rice novel. Love all of her stuff, even her books that she wrote under the pen name Anne Rokelane. So it's like when people start talking with me and tussling back and forth, it's like you talking with somebody that I got a fairly decent knowledge base. I don't know just one thing. I'm not one dimensional. And I like for other people to kind of reach out to and try to do some other stuff. Don't just do what people expect you to do. Helene, you like Mother's Finest. Girl, love changes. Girl, now I'm gonna have to play that in the car when I go get the baby. What? Princess, what you know about love changes?
Love. Okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Girl, listen. Oh, Lord. Listen, this is the thing, right? I remember my sister sneaking out the house to talk to a boy when that song was out. And it was so funny because that was their song. They would sneak and, be playing the little song on the radio. Y'all know the one where you got, where people would try to record the songs off the radio. They put a little tape over the cassette and stuff. And she was up there recording the song and she had played it on the cassette, and her and the boy on the side of the house talking, hoping mama didn't catch him and kill him. Girl, that song took me back. Interview with a Vampire. Yeah, that was a pretty cool movie. It wasn't quite like the book. If you read the book is way more entertaining. You an undercover nerd too? Okay. DGF, girl, let me see your list. Johnny Mathis, Bobby Blue Bland, Amen. BB King, that's right. Johnny Mathis, Preach. Steely Dan, all right. Prince, Hall and Oates were the best live shows I see. I know that's right. You love the BGs? Okay, you had the BGs lunchbox, girl. Quit. That is so cool. See, this what I like. You used to sing in a cover band. Helene, girl, me and you got to talk. We got to
I was gonna say
talk.
what kind of covers, man.
No, where you cover other people's stuff,
I know,
girl.
but some bands would be like specialized. That's what I was asking, like certain ones.
Helene, me and you got to talk because I feel like you my soul sister. Some of y'all don't know. I used to sing the blues down in the villages, and then there was a place called Coco's in Atlanta. I used to sing the blues over there. I love when people like really get into music and really like music. Black Diamond said when I was in Osaka, Japan, they couldn't understand the lyrics, but they tried to out us, no color in music, out sing you. Yeah, I like everything. Like music is music. You say you meant Johnny Taylor instead of Girl, I love Johnny Taylor. Steal away.
These
Don't you
these
want to
last
steal
two
it?
dollars.
Steal it. Look at here. Y'all talking about the last $2. Steal away is the song. I want to steal it. Okay, somehow,
Jody.
not
Do
tomorrow, but right now. I know it's late, but I can't wait. Go on and steal away. See, he was talking about the sneaky, sneaky, freaky, freaky. See,
I
Johnny
think
Taylor
Johnny
had some
Taylor
deep
was a
stuff.
real whore
Yes,
about his
sir. That's my kind of hoe. He was out with it. He didn't hide it. Shaka Khan, yes, we love us some Shaka. Sharon say, tell him about it. Yeah, I love that music now. I love that music. It's something about the music that makes me happy. Ooh, Alita, girl, that's the song. Sarah Smiles. If you feel like leaving, you know you can go, but why don't you stay till tomorrow? See, that's when a man knew. That's when men knew how to talk to women. All right, am I telling the truth? That music used to be good. It would get down in you. A whole lot of us made all our
That's what
children off good
she
music.
said.
Lala say I always wanted to learn how to play the drums like Sheila E. Yeah, child. Oops, soul heaven, cheaper to keep her. Yes, sir. You better say it. You
So well.
Prosperity Thick Girl say I've been stroking. I love me some Clarence Carter. I love Clarence Carter. Helene Easley says, Shanitra, can you do a segment on music? I sure can if you'll come host it with me. Christian say, I hate the fact that I live in Music City, but it's not diverse, just country music. I like it, but I like other stuff too. That's right. I like it. I like it. I like it. Sharrell Cooper say, I have some funny African movies for you. I'm from Liberia. All right, sis. Welcome, welcome. Girl, I love me some movies. I watch plenty of funny, serious, spiritual, traditional, tribal African movies. If you got one I ain't seen, girl, come on with it. Girl, we can't leave our secret lovers by Atlantic Star. What? Oh, I got one for you. What about the song If Your Heart Ain't Isn't in It? Okay. You felt that, didn't you, Princess? It got down in you. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. I'm telling you, if your heart isn't in it. What? Seems like we stopped talking. Like we afraid to disagree. Hmm. Thank you. 25 miles. Yes, sir. If you think you're lonely now. Girl, YouTube does have some, but I'm gonna tell you about the movies on YouTube. They irritate me just a little bit because I think they be trying to get around copyright, girl, because they never put the real title on the movie. So literally, if it's a movie you seen and you want to watch it, you can't look under the name of that movie because a lot of times they'll have it like, oh, don't go to sleep. Don't try to watch this movie alone or something. They won't even tell you the real name. Like if you know the actors and you know a movie you're looking for, you can just start typing the name of the actors in the search bar and it'll give you like all the movies that those actors are in. But you're right, they got a whole lot of them there. I do remember Love Me With a Feeling. Teddy and Stephanie. Okay, Anime's Cafe. Girl, I love the OJs too. Listen, Eddie Levert just wouldn't look at me because I'm too young. But if he had only known, okay, if he had only known. He said, oh yes, girl, I was singing that just yesterday. You, me, and he. What we gonna do, baby?
Me.
Don't get me no copyright.
You gotta have 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm scared of them people. Barbara said, be that way sometimes by Joe Simon. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what about Johnny Guitar Watson? What y'all know about that?
I don't know him.
It's a
I
real
might
mother.
know of his music, but I don't know him.
It's, it's a real mother for you, Superman lover. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alita, Cheryl Cooper, y'all are sisters. Y'all both from Liberia. Oh, Forever Mine, girl. Listen, Forever Mine is beautiful. Stairway to Heaven is beautiful. But my song by the OJ's all time favorite is "Cry Together." Last night, me and my woman,
Mm,
we cried. Look at here. Listen, listen.
mm.
It's a lot of children here right now on account of that. On account of that song. That's all I'm gonna say. You went to sleep last night, girl. We had a good time. We showed it. M2 Yes. Y'all ain't gonna keep me here all day. Ohio players with the skin tight britches.
It's like you was winding it down. That ain't got started. That ain't
Oh,
got
no,
started.
we gonna get up out of here. 110th Street is a hell of a tester. Cut cross 110. Shut up. I'm finna get myself a copyright. Let me get up out of here. Y'all messing me up. Confunction. I like my hair, you too. Yeah, the real mother for you. Listen, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm about to quit reading y'all comments. If y'all want me to come back to the porch tonight, y'all better let me out of here. Y'all better let me up out of here. Okay? Let me eat something, tend to a couple of things, see a man by the horse, and then I'll be back.
A
Okay?
horse?
Yeah,
Of
by the horse.
course.
So
Mm-hmm.
in the meantime, y'all get you something to eat, stretch, move around, laugh a little
Baby.
bit, have a good time, and be ready to come back to the front porch tonight so we can gossip and cut the food like we do. Christian, I love you right back. And here y'all with the toe juggle. Mackenzie say, see you toe night. Well, there it is, and that's how we gonna end it. See y'all toe night. That is compliments of Queen Mermaid. Thank you so much for that toe confession, because that was the gift that kept on giving. If y'all did not hit the like button on the way in, please hit the like button on the way out. If you enjoyed the laughing, the clowning, the cutting up, and the gossiping, please subscribe, come back, and come often. We appreciate you. I'm gonna drink some good hot coffee, I promise you. And so in the meanwhile, I will see y'all later. Have a good one. See you tonight. Bye now.